Hey, what it do?
Oh, hey!
What's up?
We got breaking news.
Recension Thursday.
It is Recension Thursday.
Are you have something to rescind already?
God, I'm trying to think.
I was thinking about it on the way in. I don't.
You don't have anything?
No, I'm owning it all.
You got 4 hours today.
Yeah,
so
give this thing a segment or two, and I promise that we can rescind something. 100%.
What's the breaking news? Hit me with it.
Well, you kind of hit me with it, but I looked up and was like, what? Remember when the, hey, rest in peace, the great Ryan Buckley.
Wait,
it was great.
Is he dead?
I think so.
He texted me today. We're texting about the memorial.
Bots.
Big tournament.
It's all bots, fake news. I don't know. Once you leave this show, you're dead to me. You're dead to me, Buckley.
Wow.
But remember when Ryan Buckley would come in, it was always a deal when Buckley wasn't wearing a hat.
Yes.
It threw you for a loop because he wore a hat all day, every day. And so when he would come in with his hair, you're like, oh, it seemed unnatural. Well, since old Stevie Fire has come in, I've never seen Stevie Fire in a hat. He just, I didn't know he owned a hat.
Yeah.
So coming in and sitting down and look over there and seeing him in a Jordan hat, I have the same sort of emotion that when I saw Ryan Buckley without a hat. It's like the inverse of this.
What is the emotion?
I don't know. It's just.
Are you hurt?
No, but it's confused. It's odd. It's a little odd. It'd be like if I just wore a toupee. It's like it's not. I don't know what to make of this. Why a hat now? You've never worn a hat. You don't seem a hat guy. What led to the hat now? Do you have a sunburn? Is there like an unsightly blemish?
There's not. No recension on my head or anything that I need to report. But I just felt like it was a hat day. I just was looking and I was like, you know what? I want to wear a hat today.
Yeah. Sometimes we do that.
Yeah.
Actually, we do that every day. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Yeah.
And we don't really know why.
But I'm trying to think of something that I have that I like. Because I don't wear a hat. I'm about 50-50. Especially during the summer, I like having the dome out to get a little sun. But I'm trying to think of something that like I would randomly decide to do after like 6 months. And I don't really know. Like maybe if I wore a tie. Like if I showed up in a suit.
I'll wear hats like when we go outside by the pool. Like I'll wear a hat there because I don't want my head to get totally burned. Because my skin goes from really white to really red and then back to really white. It doesn't go tan.
No.
Are you low-key gingy?
No, not ginger. I am part Irish though.
I would say alabaster. You have the skin. You have the skin tone of ivory.
Yes. So I do like to protect it. So I got a new hat from Coach Vaughn, and so I just felt like I wanted to wear it.
It's a good looking lid.
Yeah, it is.
The Jordan brand stuff is.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, it's tight.
I'm just saying I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
I need a little heads up.
Sorry.
Like
I should have thrown a text out.
If you could send a text like, "Hey guys, just so you know, wearing a hat today."
There's my recension for the day. I should have done that.
Just heads up would be nice.
4 minutes in, we got our first recension.
So was it? Yeah, it's like usually when you do something that you don't normally do, like every 6 months, it's an abnormal day. So does that mean you were at the pool today, or was something weird today?
No, I just was. I was just looking around in the office room, and I just saw it, and I thought, throw it on. And I looked outside, and it's nice to wear a hat out.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it.
Just wasn't prepared. That's all. So I sat down, and that was I just kind of it got me a little bit. Especially being Recension Thursday. I'm thinking about all the rescinding that I need to do, and I just look up, and now I'm distracted.
We have a list for you.
I'll try to refocus.
So you didn't.
What are we going to prattle about today, boys?
I think I have Mike Leach AIDS.
What does that mean?
I've swallowed a cockroach of some kind, and now I can't. It's just, I can't function. I thought about calling in. I swallowed it today, and it's not right. And I'm sure it's long gone, but I'm convinced that it's living in there somewhere. My whole day is ruined. I'm struggling between that and Stevie Fire wearing a GD hat. I'm telling you, my whole day ruined. It's off.
So you got the
yeah, and I know it's just
there were so many things that I could manipulate that audio that you just said, and I'm not going to do it because I'm better than that.
No, you're not.
I'm better than that.
You're not.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Do it.
No.
It should be great.
I don't think we can.
Oh.
I think we'll get kicked off the air.
We've done that. We've done that before, where we've cut some stuff that's so bad that we can't play it.
Yeah, there's a
famous one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a where I was
I
was trying to feed my dog like a pain pill and peanut butter was bad.
Yeah. Out of context.
And we can't. You can't play it. In fact, that's maybe the only thing the boss has ever said. you cannot play that. It's very problematic. Even in context, it's uncomfortable. No, I was riding up a hill today, and Vancouver slants to one side, and so you kind of got to get out of the saddle, and you're doing a little mouth breathing. It's you got about a 3-minute climb, and I don't know what it was, but it was not like a small.
Oh.
It was substantial.
I thought you were talking about like you just got a bug or something.
I did. No. I swallowed something.
Whoa.
It was
a hummingbird, maybe.
It's possible. I feel like something with legs, something with wings, something that was angry. It's possibly a crow. I don't know, but I damn near crashed, and now it's. And it wasn't like I had a chance to spit it out. I think it was like a kamikaze mission. Like it went right down, and it does happen. Like if you're out riding at all, whether that's motor or pedal, you every now and then you swallow a bug. Think about your windshield. It happens. I have never had something this large, and normally they hit your mouth and like you can kind of spit it out or whatever. This was right down.
There's 3 more right there.
Right down. Yes. And I'm not comfortable. And since it happened, I've drank like 9 glasses of water. I've tried gargling. It's just, I feel like I'm Mike Leach. Because in my head, I know it's in there, and I think it might be living and creating a colony now in my throat.
That's 50% stupid.
So as far as I know, I have Mike Leach AIDS, and I could be dying.
Prayers up.
Yeah. If someone has a solution to swallowing a cockroach, please let me know. Because and like I said, at this point, I think it's just mental, but I can't, like every 30 seconds, I feel myself.
What did Mike Leach have?
I don't know.
He was always clearing his throat.
Always. And he acknowledged it. I don't know what it was, but I'm kind of afraid that maybe, because Mike Leach rode his bike a lot, right? Remember? What if that's how this whole thing started? Is Mike Leach got his bug AIDS off of some weird bug that he swallowed, and now I have it. We're both in the state of Washington. I don't know what's going around, but something is not right now in my throat. Something is very wrong. And I blame whatever insect or possible bird that I swallowed. And it was abnormally large, and I'm not happy.
According to AI, legendary college football coach Mike Leach and his perpetual throat clearing habit was, I guess, according to close friends and commentators, attributed to a chronic hacking cough and vocal strain he had lived with for over 2 decades.
Yeah,
it was not a medical necessity, but it was.
So he just yelled a lot, and
maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
You got to yell at kids to get them to do what you want, right?
I guess we either lock him in a shed.
Well, he did that too.
He did that. I loved a lot of Mike Leach, and there was some things that were problematic, but that cough was hard. Like when you interviewed him, it was like it's very distracting. And now I'm trying not to do that on the air. I don't want every 30 seconds of this radio, because I know how annoying that is, and yet
that's all right.
I've got a mental block. Right? Have you ever swallowed a bug?
I can't say that I have.
It's not good.
No, it's not.
And like I said, this isn't the first time, but this is by far the worst time, hands down. And and it kind of bothers me that I don't know what it was. Like Who do you
think I am?
It's just in there now.
Maybe it went down the wrong pipe.
Well, this should not be a prattle. This should be for the malfunctioning epiglottis. Yeah,
it's malfunctioning again. It has its own segment.
It's got its own.
It's so malfunctioning.
No, except I think this time it functioned properly, and then it went right down, and that bothered me. I wish it malfunctioned, and maybe I could have spit it back out. I did pull over and was trying to hack it out. I was trying to see if I could regurgitate it out. No, it's down there.
I did not have DNP swallowed bug on the bingo card.
No.
But, yet here we are. You just never know.
No. Yeah, trying to do something productive, enjoying some nice weather, getting some exercise. Next thing you know, bugs. It was a suicide mission. That bug knew what it was doing. You can't
Maybe
tell.
He's having a good time down in there.
I don't know.
Kamikaze bug.
I think so.
Laying some eggs down in your esophagus.
See, now, you're joking, but in my head, that's what this feels like. I feel like it's still there. I'm sure at this point it's swallowed and stomach acid, because this was at noon. But in my mind, it's still moving around in there, and I swear to God, I can feel it. I can feel it moving.
Do you think they know where they are? Or is that bug like, this is weird. Kind of stinks. Keeps throwing food at me. Where am I?
Oh. See, and now
Can I phone a friend?
look behind it. Now there's a bee simulator on. Maybe it's a bee. I don't know.
It might have been a bee.
This is not a good way to start
Or maybe
your day.
he likes it. Maybe he's like, wow.
I know. Yeah, he's hanging
Look at
out
this cave.
and now he's telling other people. He's just like other bugs. He's like they're sending out the word. Hey, this is the place to be.
He's phoning back on his little antennas.
Yeah. Well,
Death by bug.
Well, they got like a hive mind sort of thing. Now every time I ride something, do I have to worry about now massive bugs?
It'd be so ironic if you died via the bug. You know?
Yeah. Someone said it's a face hugger alien in your throat. Yes, it is, and it's not good. It's
so
not
I
good at all.
have something to cheer you up.
Please.
I'm gay.
That. Yes, I see. Now you got it. Yeah, it's probably.
I've had it for a couple days.
Probably contagious.
Yeah. We're probably dying.
I think so.
But we are. Well, I'm in my 50s and you're pushing your 50s.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what old man us was going to sound like. It's just
Who do you think I am?
It's just the beginning. Yeah.
I'm trying. My dad has a little bit of that too. He claims his is an allergy. I don't think it's an allergy. Because he got his like right around COVID, and boy, it was a rough go. Because he coughs and hacks a lot, and he claims that it's not anything to worry about. It sounds like something he should worry about. It's been going on for several years.
So you were claiming yesterday that you may be priced out of the World Cup.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I don't know if you guys know this, but the World Cup's coming to the United States.
Yes. And I wanted to see it because that's probably the only chance I ever have to see the World Cup, and I'd like to check it out.
I have. So the internet's great.
Yes. Well, sometimes.
It can be great for a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things it's great for is that very thought that you had is people are all saying the same thing. They're like, I can't go to the World Cup. Yeah. It's too expensive.
Yes. Why did you have an accent?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you having a Brazilian accent now too?
I don't know.
It's
possible.
Throwing that out there? Careful, white guys doing accents. It can get uncomfortable.
So then the internet took to, well, what would be the most inexpensive game to go to at the World Cup?
Oh.
Or is it Match? I guess Match.
Yeah, it'd be Match.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me.
Match. So I have it for you.
All right.
And it is widely being reported that you can go to Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go to Houston, but okay.
Yeah.
Have you been to Houston?
I have.
Houston sucks. It's just a big concrete sprawl. Like there's no personality.
It's a big city.
If you ever wanted to see what like a strip mall made into a city would look like, I give you Houston. But continue.
So you can go to Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And in Allegiant Stadium, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Or Alliant, maybe?
I thought it was...
Which one is it?
Wait, I thought that's where the Raiders play.
Yeah, that's...
Allegiant.
Is it Allegiant?
Texas.
No, that's Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I
What's
thought that
Houston?
was Vegas. I'll take a look.
I think it starts with an A.
It says Houston Stadium.
What?
Used to be NRG.
Oh, it has no sponsor.
Well, I mean, maybe it is NRG. I think it might still be like when you Google it, it comes up as Houston Stadium, but then there's a Wikipedia that says NRG Stadium.
Okay.
So let's just go with NRG Stadium. How about that?
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right here. FIFA
All right.
full lockdown around NRG Park begins ahead of World Cup. So NRG.
So you can go to NRG, which is a big stadium, and you can watch Saudi Arabia play Cape Verde.
Oh, good.
And the cost to get in is $175.
Get the hell out of town.
Yeah. So you can go to the World Cup.
Okay.
Although I kind of find $175 to be expensive.
I do too, but when other things are happening, where it's $1,000+ Now the question becomes, what does it cost me to get to Houston, and when is this date?
I just don't want to waste money.
When is this
June
date?
26th.
Okay, so I'm just going to give a roundabout. I'm going roundabout if I went down and then came back.
But you're not going to that game.
I'm not. I'm just interested to see if because there were people in for San Antonio last night. A bunch of Knicks fans said that it was cheaper to get a plane to San Antonio and you could go to both games in San Antonio, hotel, everything, for two people for cheaper than one person to get a decent seat in Madison Square Garden. So there was a bunch of Knicks fans there last night. And I this happened with the World Series when the Cubs played the Indians in the World Series. There were a lot of people from Chicago that were going to Cleveland because it was cheaper to go to Cleveland and have a little weekend out of it than one game in Wrigley. I looked into doing that for my daughter, but she didn't want to go to Cleveland. She wanted to see a game in Chicago. That did not happen.
So there you go. Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
I think it's somewhere in Africa, is it not?
Sure.
Looks like you're going to get me
Aren't
to...
these all countries that...
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Did you
it's a
just
country-
ask
it's
if
a
there were
country.
countries in
Well,
the...
Isaac goes, I don't know what that is.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I knew it was country, obviously, but I don't.
You said you don't know what that is.
I've
Well,
just
that
never-
is a country.
I was like, you think...
Actually, it's not. It's a cape.
Fire Cape.
We're all about capes here. So it looked like you're running you about maybe $475
Okay.
for an airfare down there, and
So,
let's go
dude,
a couple hundred for
I think you can do $1,000 and be at the World Cup.
yes, $1,000. You're gonna get a hotel. You're gonna eat some nibbles. $1,000, and then I got to go to Houston. I'm not gonna lie.
But you would never do that,
I
even
wouldn't.
though it's cheap.
No, I wouldn't do it.
That's the problem with the World Cup
Yeah.
is that all the good countries that everybody wants to see,
Yeah.
including the U.S., which I don't even think they're that good, are they? Are we that good?
No, we're not that good.
Yeah, okay. But we want to.
We're not that guy. We're not that guy.
We want to cheer on the U.S. You know,
Yes.
all the like the Frances and the Spains
Mm-hmm.
and the Portugals, they're all astronomical, and then Saudi Arabia and Cape Verde,
Cape Verde.
is inexpensive, but nobody wants to go.
Yeah. Someone's saying there is a game like that in Seattle where it's like $200-$300 to go.
Who's that?
I don't know. Who's
you
ever
go.
texting that in, please let me know what game that is. And then that lies. Well, I will tell you this: the hotels in Seattle, a hotel, because this is where when we went up, me and my buddy went up to the Mets. We ended up staying in like God, what was the suburb we stayed at? We stayed in Bellevue because there was not a hotel anywhere in and around downtown Seattle that was less than like $450. Like even the crappy ones. Where weird stuff happens. It was expensive. And the one we got in Bellevue wasn't very nice. It's just everything around there. So if you do go to Seattle, even if there is a cheap game there, you are going to pay through the nose. I'll bet you you're still into it for $700 to $1,000 in Seattle if you're going to go and you're going to stay. So let's say you get a ticket for $250, your hotel is going to run you $350 to $400 easy. And then you got gas, food. You're still into it for almost $1,000 to go to that game. And you're watching a game that no one wants to see. Like, I guess you could say you went to the World Cup, but does anyone want to watch, like you said, Cape whatever in Saudi Arabia?
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde?
Which is it's an island. It's actually called Republic of Cabo Verde.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a cool name.
All right, here we got. So
It's an island west of the west coast of Africa.
yeah, I told you. That's So someone's saying right now, so we got Qatar or Qatar, Bosnia, in Seattle as low as $350. U.S. versus Australia, third level. And have you ever sat up there at CenturyLink?
No.
It's terrible. Like you can't see.
Not a 300 level guy.
Yeah, you can't see S. So I guess third level, U.S. Australia, $1,200.
Yeah, not going.
$350 for Qatar and Bosnia? Get at it.
So will that be packed then?
I don't. I'm wondering if this all. And I said this yesterday. I think there might be a backlash. Remember, they did F1 in Vegas, and they said that was going to be the most expensive ticket in U.S. history, and that thing was dead. People didn't go. People didn't pay hotel rooms, and at the end of that thing, they were desperate for people to come. So I think there's going to be a backlash. I mean, I think they've just outpriced a lot of people. Because I think a lot of people, I think I would be the definition of who you're trying to get to go to the World Cup. I think like the Patrick Harrises of the world are going to go no matter what, right? If you're a soccer person, once in a lifetime thing, you're going to the World Cup, you're saving up and you're going. And then you got your rich guy that doesn't matter, he's ponying up. But I think you're looking for me. You're looking for someone that, I enjoy soccer, but I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I love experiences, and I'm willing to pay for a one-of-a-kind, like I'll never do this again. And if you made this at all reasonable for me, I'd go. But I haven't even looked into it. I saw the blitz of this thing at the beginning and just went, dude, F this. And I think there's a lot of people that are like me that looked at it and was like, dude, I'm not doing this crap. F FIFA. At every turn, those corrupt sons of bitches have tried to put it in and turn it sideways. I actually kind of don't want to give them any money at this point. I'm like, hey, you don't want the average person going? Cool, I'll stay at home and not watch it.
You know, the other problem with going to the Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia tilt that everyone's talking about is you could catch Ebola.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
You know.
Yeah. And they're saying that this is going to be, like, national security is generally worried that one of these is going to be a target. Right now, we're not the most popular country in the world.
No question.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Well, the buddy that I went with up to the Mets game, he's in security for a major company, and we were joking about that. He goes, dude, you wouldn't put me anywhere near one of those stadiums right now. He's like, thanks, but no thanks. I want, so.
Well, they're probably not going to hit the Saudi Arabia Cape Verde game.
I don't know. It's one of those where you're like, no thanks.
And by the way, can I tell you that Cape Verde, very impressive little country.
Is it?
Yes. Apparently, 4 days before yours truly was born, it was given its independence from Portugal.
Oh.
So they speak Portuguese there.
I do like Portugal.
But it is like the Cabo of Africa.
Really?
Apparently. Yes.
So we need to go to Houston and root for Cape Verde?
It's a democracy, and it is one of the most developed democracies in Africa, and it's basically just tourism, and people go there and party and hang out and do cool, stuff. And that's our that's our team. I think we should adopt them and go.
Let's go. Cape Verde.
They have hats.
They might win. They have hats.
Does Steve Fire need a hat?
I need a new Cape Verde hat.
Need a kit? Yeah, right here. Say right here. Like, people can't afford it. Even normal people like me making over $100K a year. Not happening. Someone said right here, F those capitalist pigs. Oh, and by the way, FIFA said no to water. So you can't even bring in water. Let's play the fun game of what a bottle of water is going to cost. You can't bring in your own water bottle and fill it up. It's just this whole thing. It's just going to be one big FU.
Is there a reason why you can't do that?
Because they want to sell you probably a $12 bottle of Dasani.
Yeah, it's like the NCAA. They have a water sponsor.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of people that are like me, and you're hearing it just on the text program, that are just saying, no, man, you've made this unattractive.
Well,
I think to a lot of people.
Isn't maybe the fun of the World Cup going somewhere else to watch the World Cup? You know what I mean? Like, I think we're just assuming because it's in our backyard, we should be able to go, but that maybe it's cheaper to just wait and go when it's in another country and get a whole vacation out of it.
Could be.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you this. If I'm going to have to pay a bunch of money to go see a game that I don't care about, I would prefer it if it was in a location that I'd never been before.
Yeah.
You could convince me to rope, like a vacation like when it went to Brazil, and let's be honest, I think those environments in a soccer crazed country probably would be better than the environment you're going to get in Seattle. I don't know if you're going to get a world-class environment in some of the markets. You'll get it down in Mexico. I don't know if you're getting in Seattle. And having been to a lot of international soccer games, that's kind of half the fun.
Yeah.
I went and saw a World Cup qualifier with Portugal and who did they play? I think Switzerland. And it was incredible. The entire stadium was just, they never shut up. It was just think Timbers Army on steroids the entire time, but with like 85,000 people.
Well, yeah, it's like,
and that's not going to be in Seattle.
The U.S. is probably not the best place to go to a World Cup. I mean, it's like having the Super Bowl in like Tanzania.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, thanks, Brad. There's your prattle.
It was a good prattle.
Solid little prattle today.
I'd be more inclined to fly down to Mexico and see Mexico versus South Africa and hang out in Mexico City.
Coming up next in the services of Frank Gay, it's the biggest win for the Knicks this century.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, last night, New York Knicks pulled off the upset in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. They've won now 11 straight playoff games. Up 1-0 series over the Spurs. Game 2 is tomorrow. The NBA is banning two fans for life after their roles and running onto the court in the fourth quarter of that Game 1. The guy ran on the court, tried to get his selfie with Victor Wembanyama. He will never see the court again. NHL Stanley Cup Game 2. Tonight, Hurricanes hosting the Golden Knights down in Carolina. Vegas up 1-0 in that series. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge missed his third straight game today with a bone bruise in his right ribs. It's causing him pain in his shoulder. Now he's going to be visiting a vascular specialist based in Dallas. Packers, the wide receiver Christian Watson agreed to a new 4-year, $110.5 million extension, including $31 million signing bonus. In Oregon State, they have hired a new athletic director. It's going to be Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with Ohio State, where he handles brand partnerships and business strategy. He'll officially start the gig on July 6th. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The other element of the World Cup price talk.
Yeah.
Is there a huge sporting event in the U.S. or anywhere in the world that is inexpensive?
No.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's like
Unfortunately,
the World Cup is one of the biggest events in the world, if not the biggest, and somehow we're expecting it to be inexpensive.
No, I don't know if you don't want it to be inexpensive, but
just affordable.
There's a difference between inexpensive and what this is.
It's not accessible.
It's exactly.
But isn't it just supply and demand, or are they saying it's not? It's
well,
maybe...
FIFA. But here's the thing: FIFA sets the prices, and this is abnormal even for FIFA. They looked at North America and said there is money here, and that is the most corrupt organization on the planet. Makes the IOC look like a charity, and the fact that they set the prices like this, I do think that this is somewhat highway robbery. Like, I was just looking across the board. The idea that the U.S., I mentioned that U.S. and in Australia, the get-in price for the worst seat in the house is $1,400. $1,400 to sit in the nosebleeds. And then, like, the United States versus Paraguay, and that's down at SoFi, in the 500 level. And if you think the 300 level is bad at CenturyLink, imagine the 500 level at SoFi. That's $2,000. Like, I mean,
if it's empty, then that's bullshit.
We'll see.
But if it's full, I mean, this is.
I mean, that is true. If it is full, if it's full, we can't really complain.
It's what it costs. I mean,
I guess
this is what sport. Again, I just don't know of another sporting event that big that's ever going to be really affordable. Although somebody did text in and say that the Tour de France is free. Did you know that?
I did not. Well, I mean, you can't really have a. I guess you can't. Like, what do you?
Well, it's so hard to watch it.
Yeah.
That they're just like, oh yeah, go out to the road and watch them race by for 10 seconds, and then.
But you can go.
We won't bill you.
I mean, you can go to a Stanley Cup final game. You can go to an NBA Finals game for a couple $100. You can. Now, like, even a World Series game. Now, you may not get the best seat in the house. Like when the Cubs were in the World Series for the first time in 100 years, that's different. But you can get into some of these.
I told you can get into a World Cup game for $175.
Yeah, we're talking about a Stanley Cup final game as opposed to Bosnia and whatever.
Well, Cape Verde is kind of an up and coming team.
I don't know.
So.
I just
I get on my radar.
And I guess maybe this is just in general. This is just a bummer in what the world has turned into. But
What is that?
You're right in that big sporting events no longer are. They're not accessible. In fact, a lot of regular season games to fans are just not accessible.
Well, and the problem is the TV product is usually pretty good too. Like I can sit on my couch and I can watch a good product on my big screen HD TV, but then I got to pay all this extra money for an experience that probably isn't going to be good. There might be, like you said, I can't bring my own water bottle in. Like I have to overpay for everything. They have made, and this is for every sport in general, like not just the World Cup. This is for college football, college basketball, the NBA, the NFL. Like they are pricing people out where it's just not accessible, and then you get normal people like I'm a very normal person that doesn't make a ton of money, but I make some money. I have a nice wife, a couple of kids. Like I can't afford to take my kids to Blazer games very often, and it just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, someone said just the face value that FIFA set on the USA group games, so like kind of the opening round ones and the bad seats, they set those prices at $700, $700 for prelims. I mean,
something tells me when push comes to shove and this tournament starts,
I think there's going to be seats.
You're going to be able to roll up to some of these stadiums.
I think so,
and you're not going to get gouged like that.
Yes, I think if you have the guts. And I don't know about, obviously, hotels and food prices. They are going to gouge the hell out of you. But I'm with you. I think that there are going to be enough people that say no to this and the parking fees and all of that there is going to be, I think they're going to be surprised at how many times you turn on TV, and I don't know if they'll acknowledge it. I think there's going to be a lot of empty seats.
Well, the interesting one is going to be when it's Argentina or when it's France or USA. Like, are there empty seats then? Because I could see them where, Cape Verde, shout out to them. We love them. There are Cape Verde, but those could be empty seats where people aren't going to pay $200 to get in. But I could see where there are a lot of people that say, I need to watch the USA play the World Cup in America. I'm going to pay whatever I have to. Yeah. And we could be looking at the TV and saying, wow, it actually is pretty full for this American game.
Well, remember.
It will.
Yeah, it will be.
Right,
I mean,
and that's the problem is they don't care. They don't care
Yeah,
that
that's
the
right.
terrible games are not selling out when the really expensive ones are.
yeah, I think someone pointed out this could have been a really cool opportunity to grow the game in North America, in the United States and in Canada, and I'm not certain that it's going to.
Could you ever do something like you limit prices on tickets for Americans? You know?
Yeah, why not?
Like you live in the U.S., so
Yeah.
you get a ticket at
Well, I guess
X.
I
That's
guess
kind of
this
happened
is
for me with the Blazer game and the playoff game. Like it's because I'm like a member or something to something. Like I got a deal on
Yeah.
the playoff tickets that were cheaper than what it was regularly.
I mean, I get FIFA. You're trying to make money, and I'm all for making money. But I mean, at some point, how much money do you need? How nice would it have been if some of the group games? Hey, man, I get it. When you get into the knockout rounds and you're talking about the championship in New York, I get it. Jack that up, but $700 for a nosebleed seat in the group stage. FIFA could have done, and maybe the secondary price would have screwed over anyone, but you're telling me you couldn't have set those prices at $250, $350 for some of those, at least a handful of those group games involving the United States? You couldn't have tried to do a solid? I mean, most teams do that. Most teams have an affordability night or have a section or two, and it's a bummer that the World Cup finally comes here, and I just think, I don't know, 60, 70% of the country, you probably priced out by this. And I think that would have been a nice opportunity I would have liked to have taken my kids. Imagine having young kids and your kid, you're trying to introduce them to the game of soccer, and this is their experience in it. It's like, hey, Dad, are we going? Yeah, no, we're not. Why? Because I don't have $8,000. That's a bummer. But I don't think FIFA cares. And this is what the other thing is. I think the Olympics and the World Cup to me have soured so much because of the IOC and FIFA. Like, there's a difference between the NFL and the NBA, NHL, that obviously they're there to make money, but everything that you read and hear about the IOC and FIFA, it's like a demon's list. Remember the World Cup in Qatar? They gave it to Qatar. They were literally using forced slave labor from people in Yemen. I think there were like 3,500 or maybe 4,000 people that died building the stadiums in Qatar.
Saves them a little money.
Right? I mean, and no one cared. Everyone's like, I don't know, they paid us a lot of money, so I know it's 1,000,000 degrees there, and by the way, you're killing slaves, but here's the World Cup. Like, take it. You gave us more money. It's such a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to those organizations. And then it's hard for me to ignore that and be like, yay, Olympics, or yay, soccer.
Yeah, somebody said Tour de France completely free and the most attended sporting event in the world.
Awesome.
15 million people.
Yeah.
But it's probably that because it's free.
Yeah, and it probably just turns into one big party.
Yeah, everybody just show up somewhere along the route,
Yeah.
and then you drink a bunch of beer and stuff.
Probably wine, and it's France, and hang
Yeah,
out, meet
some
cool
Burgundy.
people. Yeah.
Some champagne.
Yeah.
That's
See-
my French accent. You guys think about
Nailed
that?
it.
But that would be fun to go with a group of buddies and hang out in, France for a couple days. Well, what's a master? I know you have to win the lottery, but what's a master's ticket? If you win the
What
lottery.
do you? Oh
If you win the lottery, they're not that expensive,
no,
right?
they're not.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Hard to get, but there's a nice, I don't know, there's a balance there.
All right, y'all. We just blew through Frank Gay bitching about prices.
We did.
That's going to be our new. We're getting old. We're swallowing bugs. We have permanent. And now we're going to have a segment a day bitching about prices, about something, anything.
Yeah.
It's what old people do.
Yeah. It just bums me. I was excited for the World Cup, and now I'm less excited.
So coming up next in Multnomah Mac here on Recension Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll get to the finals.
Yes. Turns out that Jalen Brunson guy,
Pretty good.
pretty good.
Biggest win for the Knicks this century.
Oh, yeah.
Next. Well, the finals are over. The Knicks won it.
Well, teams that do win game one on the road, they win most of the time. I mean, historical data. This is it's a massive thing to win game one on the road.
Knicks
the
are now the
Spurs did
favorite.
it. Didn't the Spurs do it?
I think the Spurs were the last team to do it. Yes.
They beat Oklahoma City.
What?
Game one on the road. Didn't the Spurs beat Oklahoma City on
Yes,
the road?
They did.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking.
I'm talking about the finals.
I thought you were talking about the finals.
No. I just mean just last series.
Oh.
The Spurs won game one on the road.
Yes.
And won the series.
Yes. No, but I think the last team to lose game one, or I think the last team to lose game one at home and go on and win the finals were the San Antonio Spurs back in whatever that was. It's been a long time. If you lose game one on your home floor, it has been a dreadful, I'll see if I can find the number, but it was floating around out there. It has been a dreadful, it's a dreadful record. This does not bode well for the San Antonio Spurs to lose home court in game one.
Well,
I know the Lakers did it right. The Lakers lost game one at home to Allen Iverson, then they swept them after that. But
the Spurs didn't look very good.
The Warriors did it back in 2022.
Warriors, okay.
They lost to Boston.
And then went on and won. So I lied.
You are a liar.
Man, I can't believe it.
See if you can find the number because that's been floating around that it is an overwhelming number.
I had a nice bet on Boston to win the finals that year.
Did you?
Yeah, they were big time dogs because they weren't expected to take that leap, and they traded for Derek White, and I thought that's the missing piece. I was almost right. And I was wrong.
I was almost right.
Whoops.
That's the story of betting.
Yeah.
Almost right. But
Said
yeah,
every
Knicks are the
gambler
favorite now.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knicks are the favorite, and so are the Golden Knights, I think, in hockey.
Well, again, you steal home court and you win game one. It's a big deal. It's 70-80% of the time, depending on whatever sport you.
77.8% in the NBA if you win
77.8.
game one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
that's just if you win game one.
Right,
period.
just game one in general.
That's game one in general, let alone game one on the road, and that number goes up even higher.
It looks like it's only happened 4 times where the home team has lost game one and then won the series.
Yeah, 4 times. So like I said, it's an overwhelming thing at this point that New York, anyone that thought that New York wasn't going to be competitive in this series, yeah, it's that's out the window.
Somebody said Oklahoma City lost game one last year. Don't remember. Look, I'm not ready to write off either of them, Carolina or San Antonio. I think it's going to be, they should both be good series. But
Yeah.
Spurs did not look good last night. They didn't shoot it well.
No.
Wemby looked tired again.
Mm-hmm.
And that Jalen Brunson, son of a bitch.
Yep.
What a bulldog that guy is. That's how you finish a game.
That
SGA
was ridiculous.
or Chet.
I appreciate the fact that when push came to shove and San Antonio made their run and they got it I think they tied it.
No, the Spurs went up by one.
Did the Spurs go up by one?
95-94, and then
It was 94 to, I think, 86, something like that, and the Spurs went on a 9-0 run.
And they just said, all right, give it to Brunson and get out of the way. And by the way, that's not poor defense. I mean, they were throwing a couple of those. Vassell was up in his kitchen. And Brunson may not be the shooter that Damian Lillard is, but you saw why Brunson is an overall better scorer. That guy was going to every trick he had. Some of the little scoop shots that he had. I mean, some of the up and unders. He was amazing. And then the corner three.
He tipped the ball. He was the one that got the rebound.
I mean, that was
kept alive.
That was the best player on the floor last night was Jalen Brunson, and he decided that the Knicks weren't going to lose, and that was awesome to watch. I love
he's
watching
get more
greatness.
respect now because of that.
He
Should.
Because after watching what the Spurs did to SGA,
Yep.
and then watching Brunson just take it right at. I mean, he did not care that Wemby was under there. And Oklahoma City, it seemed like just was always looking out of the corner of their eye. Where's Wemby? And I'm not going to go anywhere near him. You know, I'm not going to shoot this because he could. Whereas Brunson was just like, dude, I'm just going to go downhill.
Yeah.
Like, what a stud.
Yeah. He earned, and he was beat up a couple times, whether it was ankle and knee.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this isn't Proclamation Thursday. Okay, it's Proclamation Tuesday. But I will make a proclamation here on Recension Thursday, not to confuse the people. But my proclamation is that when Jalen Brunson was limping to the locker room, I kind of felt really bad for the Knicks.
Really?
Yeah, you know me, I can't root for the Knicks in this series.
Sure.
But I looked at that. It was game one.
Yeah.
And Brunson, you haven't been there since '99.
Yep.
and your star is hobbling to the locker room. I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks.
Well,
but then he came back in, and so it was a moot.
Last year we had the Halliburton injury in Game 7. Like it would have been the same thing if Brunson gets hurt.
Yeah.
The Pacers had no shot to win Game 7. Like the Knicks would have no chance to win this series.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Dude, you got to give the Knicks a lot of credit because they were down, I believe, 14 in the third.
Yep.
Yeah.
Castle had 2 good-looking threes that looked like they were going in, didn't go in, and the Knicks fought back. Like if he makes one of those or both of them, that game might be over because the crowd's into it's a 20-point lead.
But they
fought back, man.
And they had to pull Wemby, right? And when Wemby was off the floor, the Knicks went on it was like a 9-0 run. And this goes back to when he's not on the floor, it's a problem. And when he is on the floor, he gets gassed. And the other thing you see is as good as Wemby is, he is such an incomplete product because his offensive game is at times just dreadful. And it's got to be fatigue. Why he doesn't attack the rim more is beyond me. Because when he gets going downhill, there is nothing you can do. But at times he settles.
He kind of got pushed around by Kat and Mitchell Robinson
yes,
last night.
And he ended up just kind of like settling for jumpers, and it was a bad offensive night.
6 for 21.
Wemby needs, for San Antonio to win, Wemby needs to be the best player on the floor, and it wasn't even close. Jalen Brunson was the best player last night, and
I think Karl Anthony Towns deserves a lot of credit.
Absolutely,
that guy. Like Hartenstein gets credit for how he played Wemby in that series, but Anthony Towns is just a more athletic, bigger body.
Yeah,
and that proved to be that's going to be a tough if he continues to do that to Wemby. That's going to be a tough matchup for him.
Well, how about Josh Hart too?
Yeah, Josh Hart didn't score any points, but it felt like he grabbed every loose ball and every rebound
3
there was.
3 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals.
I think the Blazers should get him. Oh, wait.
Well, here's the difference with
they needed Cam Reddish, though. So
the problem with a guy like Josh Hart is Josh Hart on half the teams in the league is inconsequential.
Right.
Josh Hart on the right team is... Every championship team has the Josh Harts of the world. Wesley Matthews was this way.
He's Caruso.
Yeah, he's Caruso. Yeah, Caruso when he's in Chicago, it's whatever, but Caruso in the right spot, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, that guy is everything you could want.
Do we give Mike Brown credit at all, or are we still laughing at him?
But grudgingly, someone has to be like, "Hey, Mike Brown, you're actually pretty good at this."
The thing was, it wasn't like they ran stuff in the fourth quarter. It was
Brunson.
But that's what they've done all season. They haven't changed. It's always give it to Brunson, get out of his way. So, sure, you can credit Mike Brown. I don't know. I do think the Spurs will have some type of adjustment because Wemby he wasn't as much of a pain on the defensive side as he usually was. Like against the Thunder, they couldn't get shots up. The Knicks were getting good looks, even in the first half. And I do think that the Spurs have to figure it out because Wemby just didn't get enough help, I think, defensively. It looked like some of their guys maybe a little tired, a little fatigued from that Oklahoma series. I still think the Spurs are going to win the series. I still think they're the better team. But I will say, the Knicks, man, I can't doubt them anymore.
They're nasty.
I doubted them coming to the series. I can't.
Yeah, you did. You kind of took a dump on them coming into the series.
I thought they were the JV team, and I thought I was looking good.
Yeah, in the third quarter,
I'm like, dude, this is what I thought would happen.
Yep.
And then they just kind of,
There were a couple moments last night when I was watching Brunson cook where for a brief moment I felt myself because I don't have a dog in the fight, right?
Ooh.
Just
so that's my recension.
Noted Knicks fan.
I felt
Jason Skin.
I felt it. Well, one, it's New York and it's blue and orange. Like I'm like, oh, maybe it's the Mets thing, like kind of feeling in me. I was this close a couple times, and every time they would show the same archetype Knick fan, that short, fat, turtle-looking mother effer bro with his flat bill, and every time they would show that guy in the crowd, and it wasn't the same guy. They just all Knick fans look like that, and I was like,
son of a bitch.
Exactly.
Cow.
Every time I was like, you know what, dude, F those guys. I wanted to embrace Brunson and the Knicks, but I can't because of Knick fan, and that particular Knick fan. It's the same guy that stormed the court in the Palace. It's the same guy that got punched. That doughy, soft, fat, loudmouth guy. That archetype of sports fan. There's something about him that makes my blood boil. And they just kept showing him in San Antonio last night talking S, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't get on board with the Knicks.
And that's why no one likes the Knicks.
Yes.
Because they're not unlikable otherwise.
No, Brunson's likable.
Brunson
Yes.
is.
Brunson, and I was listening to a podcast the other day going into the series, and they were talking about Brunson might be the best American-born basketball player right now. And it is true. Like, he may be the best American. It's him or Anthony Edwards or Jason Tatum or Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
Like, Brunson might be the best American player. And so, like, he is very likable. I think the way he plays hard. He wants to compete.
Yeah.
But it's the Knicks.
Yeah.
I can't.
Last night, man, when he was hitting those floaters and scoops,
He's
was
short.
awesome.
He's a little chubby.
dude, yeah, it just
he is kind of a little chubby.
Yep.
He posts people up. That's right. At Villanova, he was a 6'1" like power forward. He just posted dudes
That
up.
is the guy that if you've ever played pickup ball, like you go out and you're like, what? You just laugh.
You're like, I can take this guy.
Like seriously, and then he just smokes everyone, and you can't figure out how he's doing it. You don't know how he's blown by everybody, but he is, and you just put your head down and you're like, oh my god, dude, that guy is good. That's Jalen Brunson. He was so fun to watch, but I'm gonna have to. It's all the compliments I can give the Knicks because then Turtle in the fourth row. I can't have that guy.
Johnny Drama.
Johnny Drama and Turtle. I can't. I can't do it.
Do you guys think the Knicks are going to win the series now?
No,
but
I'll take the Spurs.
yeah, still take the Spurs.
I'll take the Spurs
But
plus money.
But I do think the fatigue was a real thing, and that may not go away all series. And Wemby, if Wemby, and think about how close that game was, and you were right, they could have put that thing away and didn't. If Wemby just has to be better. And we it because it wasn't like a terrible night for the Spurs. If Wemby has a better game, San Antonio probably closes that thing out.
6 for 21.
And he dribbled it off his foot at the end.
6 turnovers.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
Yeah, he knows it. He'll be better.
Know it.
Knicks have outscored their opponents by 272 points the last 12 games. That is the best 12-game stretch in NBA history.
And yet we're all still doubting them.
Well, I don't doubt them. They're good.
Yeah.
But
I do.
you still doubt, like, you don't doubt them.
No, I
you
don't.
even just said,
hey, this recension Thursday. I resent what I said about them.
yeah.
They have won
They're
their
clearly for
last 7 road games by double digits
Yeah, dude,
in
they're
the playoffs.
There's one thing that could make me root for the Knicks, and that is if Brunson afros out the hair. It's the same. Like every time I see someone like in those braids or whatever, I want him to emerge New York City, Game 3, and just pick it out. And just go full on 70s jive turkey afro and just dominate. That would get me. If he comes out, because that fro that thing's like 3 feet. That's the Fletch. Jalen Brunson, 6'1", 6'6" with the afro. That would get me. If he emerges out of the tunnel in an afro, instantly I become a Knicks fan. Sign me up.
Like Game 3 is going to be sweet at the Garden, but it's going to be so obnoxious.
Yes.
The camera panning everywhere.
It's going to be
now
bad.
Trump's going to be there too.
Yes.
Like it is going to be so obnoxious for that Game 3. I just can't. I can't wait for the Knicks.
The eye roll that Game 3 will be.
But it's 100% must-watch TV for me. Like it's fascinating, but it's going to be so frustrating.
You think Becky Hammond will be there? Take that, Becky.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest Spurs star?
In your face.
I think he silenced a lot of critics last night.
Who is the this is a question for later, but I'll just lay it out right here and then we'll move on, we'll come back to it. But who is the biggest New York City basketball legend? Because it's about to be Jalen Brunson if they finish this off.
Yes. Brunson will own that city.
So who is it? Like, because I know basketball, like New York City.
Yeah.
Are you talking Nick Legend?
I mean, just New York City.
Well, I mean, Kareem was the New York guy.
Yeah,
Willis
Kareem
Reed.
was.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Reed. But Reed, I mean.
But that's like the most legendary Knicks
Isn't
moment.
it Walt?
Walt Frazier?
Isn't it Walt? I think it's Walt Frazier.
I don't know.
He's still there.
Skip
He's
my
still
Lou.
doing games. The style. Like, Walt's the Broadway Joe of New York.
Maybe Patrick Ewing.
He never won. I think it's Walt.
Marbury. Starbury.
Who's Blazer?
Sebastian
Yeah,
Telfair.
Sebastian Telfair.
Okay.
Playground legend.
Nah, skip to my Lou, dog.
What?
Skip to my Lou.
What does that mean?
Rafer Alston. Street ball legend.
Yeah.
No.
You don't know that?
Rafer?
Yeah, Rafer Alston.
I remember him in the NBA.
He came from the street ball. He was a
did
street baller named Skip to my
Well,
Lou.
okay. Now I understand.
Yeah. AI is going with.
He never met a shot he didn't like.
Yeah.
Rafer.
They just said it's basically a toss up depending on who you talk to. Ewing, Clyde, or Willis Reed are the most iconic. If you want playground though, I mean Kareem was a Harlem kid, and he was the stuff of legend. But he went to L.
He went to L.A.
He went to L.A. Had he stuck around and gone to like St. John's or something, that's different. But I don't think New York really claims Kareem.
Chris Mullen.
Yeah, he's a St. John's kid.
All right. Well, I guess we don't need to get to that later. We answered it.
Yeah.
But it's about to, I mean, point being, Jalen Brunson is about to own that city.
If they win, yes.
He might already. More on that later, including some finals audio, but we've got to get to our college football points gobbler. Because, of course, private equity equals layoffs. Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, New York Knicks came away with the upset win last night in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Now they'll take their 1-0 series lead into Game 2 tomorrow. with an 11-game playoff winning streak for New York. The NBA, though, they are banning 2 fans for life for their roles in running on the court last night. One fan tried to get a selfie with Victor Wembanyama. NHL Stanley Cup Game 2 tonight. Hurricanes taking on the Golden Knights of Vegas. Vegas up 1-0 in that series. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge, he missed his 3rd straight game today with a bone bruise on his right ribs, which is causing him pain in his shoulder. He will be visiting a vascular specialist that's based in Dallas. Oregon State, they have a new athletic director. It's going to be Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with Ohio State, where he handles brand partnerships and business strategy. He will officially start the gig on July 6th. And the Packers and Christian Watson agreed to a 4-year, $110 million extension. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the Georgia Coy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call Georgia Coy at warrenallen.com.
All right, pleased to have you along. This is the college football points gobbler segment, where we will discuss college football.
Indeed.
Got a couple things for you.
Okay.
Right in the butt.
I mean, I want to avoid recapping the congressional hearing because it's kind of an eye roll. You know, I'm just a little, I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority, but I'm just a little tired of the topic.
Sure.
I can tell you that I'm starting to lose a lot of respect for Nick Saban.
Yes, I agree.
I find him to be, it's just very disingenuous and very hypocritical.
Yes.
Him at this point.
Well, and that's my problem that I have with Cody Campbell, the booster from Texas Tech, who really is the one spearheading all of this. I mean, again, you know me, I want some intellectual honesty, and he keeps talking about how, like, he doesn't have anything to do with this, and this is like the senators that are putting this out and congressmen, when everyone knows that he's the one that basically wrote this bill. And he's asking for protections to college sports that he has helped create, because Texas Tech has been at the forefront of all of this madness. And at no point does anyone push back on him. I listened to an interview with him with Sports Business Radio, and there wasn't one pushback to anything he said. The 2 parts, the congressional hearing, real quick, that I found interesting was, one, the Pac-12 commissioner actually talked about collectively bargaining with the players, which I was like, well, thank God someone actually said it. And then the Notre Dame AD, which was also interesting, because he was like, well, we don't want a Super League, and then he outlined why he wants a Super League. It was really, really weird. He's like, the last thing we want to do is form some sort of Super League. But if we did form a Super League, it'd be like 40 teams, and look how awesome it would be. And in that, it was so weird. I've never seen someone say they don't want something and then outline how awesome it would be if they did that thing. It's very strange.
Well, there's just so much bullcrap flying.
Yeah.
And everyone has their own interests. And I just don't understand Saban. Like, Saban is the guy that won how many titles at Alabama?
I think he won 6 at Bama, and I think 7 overall.
So, yeah, and the other one was at LSU.
Yeah.
And he's the one, like, beating this drum about how NIL is ruining college football, and now it's just the biggest spenders win, which that's the way it was when he won his titles. Like, I don't understand who got to him. Somebody must be paying him.
But he's mad because
he can no longer do it.
Yeah, he can't do it. And if he could do it, he'd still be coaching Alabama.
Yeah.
He would not have left because he'd be winning national championships. And so he's PO'd that it made him retire from college football.
But it's always been this way.
He couldn't win.
Go all the way back. Find me a college football champion that wasn't one of the biggest spenders.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, you guys won. That'd be an exception.
That would be the exception. But that was in a time where you could do it. And the BYU 84 championship could never exist in the world. And look, most people don't really view it as the real national championship, to be honest with you. But
okay, so would Colorado maybe?
Yeah, Colorado and Georgia Tech would have been the last two.
But
and that
it
was
doesn't
in, I
happen.
think, 91.
Read the list of champions. Like, Saban has got to be smarter than this. Either that or he's just on the take.
He's on the take.
Because it's like, dude, you were right in the middle of it. You were one of the biggest spenders, and that's part of why you won your championships.
Well, the problem with it is that Alabama back in the day could spend a couple $1 million under the table and be the dominant force, and they're not anymore. They don't have the boosters that some of these other schools have, and so they have lost their advantage. And you're seeing it spread out now where you do have some Texas Techs and Indianas and Oregons that actually have better resources, SMU, than Alabama. And I think that's the point is, like anything else, this is threatening to crack the iron dome of the blue bloods, and they don't like it. And quite frankly, they don't like it because, again, I was listening to the interview today on Sports Business Radio, and they were saying, well, the fans don't like all the player movement. Cool. So you want to restrict free market because fans don't like players moving. Like, that's their argument. Their whole argument is one of two things. One, like women's sports, because Nick Saban never cared about women's sports before. I love all of a sudden now that we care about women's golf and men's wrestling. Get the blank out of here. So they throw that one out there. They throw academics out there, which, again, I absolutely chuckle at, as if Nick Saban. So remember Sark? Sark was talking about the joke academics out there and how Texas has such great academics. Dude, like 70% of Sark's team has the same major, and it's like the most made up like rec management major of all time. Like, so now we're throwing out academics when we know that at most of these schools no one goes to class anyways, and they just get passing degrees. And so we have all these disingenuous arguments when at the end of the day, schools just don't want to pay up. Schools were making a lot of money with very little investment, and after 50 plus years of this, the labor situation is no longer free and they want it stopped, but they don't want to pony up. And so they need some sort of intervention. And I haven't heard one legitimate argument from one of these people screaming from the mountaintops, not one legitimate argument about what they're trying to do. It's all disingenuous.
They're just, yeah, exactly. So it's kind of just become. That's why I'm tired of the topic. Yeah. It can rope you in. It can suck you in. I just think Nick Saban's an ass, and I think he's becoming a joke to me with some of the things that he's saying. By the way, the biggest outlier champion. Mm-hmm. You know who the biggest outlier champion is?
Which guy?
Came from the NIL era. Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
So.
But they spent the most. They spent a ton.
They did spend a ton, yes. But again, it's always been that way. So maybe it is nice that we have schools like Indiana who couldn't spend a ton before and keep up with Alabama before. Now they can.
Yeah.
Sorry, Saban. Yeah. It's not ruining college football. So the other thing is we have private equity. Mm-hmm. And the first major private equity deal to go down was at Utah, as we have spoken about here.
Yeah.
I think it was like $500 million or something
like that. It was a lot of coin.
A lot of milk.
But the rest of the Big 12, so the Big 12 got offered a private capital, smaller one, for the entire team, and all the teams in the Big 12, and so far no one has taken it. They're like, nah, we're good.
So at the University of Utah, the athletic department has begun unsettling layoffs as part of their private equity deal, which may sound counterintuitive. You're like, well, wait a minute. You're getting an infusion of cash. Why the layoffs?
Yeah.
Because that's how the world works.
That's how, when private equity comes in, or
they're in charge.
They're in charge.
And they're gonna maximize their profit. So this says the University of Utah's athletic department began the process to lay off select employees as part of its restructuring following the soon-to-be finalized deal with Otro Capital on Friday. In preparation for the growth of Crimson Brand Partners, an athletic department spokesperson said, Friday evening, the university has begun the process of transitioning select units of some university operations to the new company. The first step of that process requires the discontinuation of the individual positions in those units through a reduction in force, RIF, to be followed by CBP's hiring process, which is so...
Yeah, that's so corporate.
Jargony, but that's how they talk.
Mission statement. So what would you say you do here? And this is part of the devil's in the details. When you take $500 million, they are going to want to say in how things are run. That's just, remember T. Boone Pickens when asked if he should be allowed to pick the coach? He's like, hell yeah, I gave him $1 billion. Yes, I should have a say. When there's no one hands you a check and then just says do what you want.
Yeah. So if you're not following it, it's basically this: Basically, it's a new athletic department.
Yes.
And it's run by other people.
Yes.
And so they may hire some of those people back over.
Yeah.
But it's completely, like, this is changing everything.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely everything.
And we'll see how this goes.
And we will. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's not going to be great, but, I think there's a lot of schools that are going to watch how this goes at Utah and kind of just, kind of keep an eye on it and be like, and then also wait and see how this all settles out. And
well, if Utah starts dominating in football, what's the price to pay?
It's like, well, but then like if
that's a lot of dough, man.
If they do get this SAVE Act passed, does that change everything? I mean, we're just it's so much in flux right now that just I don't think anyone can reasonably predict how this thing is going to go. I think someone put the odds of the SAVE College Sports Act passing at like 50-50. So we'll see.
I don't think that thing's passing.
I certainly hope it does not, because I just think it's beyond crooked and disingenuous, and college football needs to solve its own problem. I don't like creating a problem and then asking the government to solve my problem. They have been making money off the backs of athletes for the better part of 6-7 decades, and it's really gotten bad, let's say, in the last 40 years. And now they've lost in court. And once they lost in court, in the span of 4 years, they have allowed this thing to completely spiral out of control because they can't control themselves. And now we're asking for federal intervention. I just think that's so laughable. And quite frankly, it pisses me off. And you get all these people that are crying poor. Oregon's opening up a $300 million practice facility that they didn't need. They didn't need it. They already have some of the nicest facilities in the country, so they just decided to spend $300 million, which, by the way, was privately funded. So they didn't take out a loan, right? That's not any sort of grant. Someone just gave them $300 million and like, okay, I'll build this. But you're going to cry poor? You're going to cry poor? Cody Campbell's down there at Texas Tech. He gave this, I'm watching here, Texas Tech and Texas are playing in the College Softball World Series. He paid $1 million for the best softball pitcher in the country. But that's the guy claiming that NIL is ruining sports? That's the guy claiming that we need federal intervention? That jackass wrote $1 million for college softball?
By the way, aren't they losing?
Yeah, they lost.
They already lost?
Well, they lost game 1.
Yeah, to Texas.
Funny that gal that Texas has, they've got like the best player in college softball, like maybe history. She's insane.
She is insane.
Yeah, I think she hit her fourth straight game hitting a home run. She's like single-handedly taking Texas to a net. Yeah, she's a big gal, and she swings a mean bat.
So I got
she's powerful.
Yes.
She's not a big gal. She's powerful.
No, that's true. Yes. Right. Powerful.
Come on.
So I've got one more college football note for you. Oregon State has hired its athletic director.
Yes.
And his name is Kevin Griffin.
From Ohio State. You might, mention that he is I believe he's the nephew of that 2-time Heisman winner from Ohio State. Archie Griffin.
Tim Griffin. He served as Associate Director of Athletics for Business Strategy at Ohio State. And he will begin his new position as the Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics at Oregon State on July 6th.
Don't worry, he will get to suckle at the teat of Scott Barnes for a while.
For a year. Over a year. Barnes gets to ride that thing out till August of 2027.
Well, they probably had to pay him anyway. So Scott Barnes is like, fine, just, I don't know, give me an office and let me collect a paycheck and I'll try to find something else to do with my time. I hope Griffin's just like, dude, can you please leave me alone?
I'm very confident.
Yeah.
I got this.
He says, quote, joining Oregon State University as Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics is a pinnacle moment for me, and I am profoundly grateful to President Murthy for this opportunity to lead. The pride of Beaver Nation is legendary.
Well, he was a brand manager at Ohio State, so, I mean, I know that's an easy brand to manage, but, he was involved in outreach and kind of rallying support, and I would argue that is something that Oregon State needs right now. And they just got almost a $50 million gift into that, and you got 2 coaches that people are excited about, and now an AD with a legendary name coming from arguably the best athletic program in the country. I would say in the span of less than 12 months, Oregon State has completely turned the narrative of their entire athletic program on its ear.
I tell you what, as a college basketball fan, I'm really excited for their basketball team. Yeah. They've got some really good dudes from the portal that were being recruited by a lot higher schools than Oregon State, and Justin Joyner got him. Like, I'm excited to see what they can do on the basketball court.
It's funny when you make good hires.
My immediate priority is to support our student athletes at the highest level, empower our incredible coaching staff, and engage with the passionate fans and partners who fuel our success. Together, we will honor the proud legacy of Oregon State while aggressively charting a bold path forward. By the way, that could have been written by AI.
Probably.
And it also could apply to any university in the United States.
Hey, it's going to be bold.
And was probably said by 75 other athletic directors.
Bold and aggressive.
When they were hired.
You know what? Your statement was not bold and aggressive, Rob. And I think that's why you're
I'm already
intimidated.
I'm already skeptical of Kevin Griffin riding the coattails of Archie
not me.
All these years.
Bold and aggressive.
Not me. I like this new bold and aggressive approach. And can we please, all I'm asking, if we can get him on the program, can we please go back to the old Beaver? No one needs new Beaver. We need old Beaver. Bring me Benny. End the nightmare that is the Beaver Shark. Put it out of its misery and give us the Sailor Benny. You want to raise money? Do that. No one likes the Beaver Shark.
Did you catch the drop in there?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. Just make sure.
Branding, man. It's branding. No one wants to buy the Beaver Shark. Nobody. I would refuse to wear something with that on it. You give me something with the old Benny on it, I'm on board.
There's your points, Gabler. Thank you.
I'm kind of excited to watch this Texas Tech-Texas game. College softball ropes me in.
College softball, as I mentioned on Monday, as you avoided us on Monday.
Yeah.
College softball is the most random sport that gets me every time.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Always in. Even though I didn't watch last night. But I did see that Texas beat them.
Yeah. So this is
Texas Tech has to win tonight.
Texas Tech wins tonight, then we get the culmination tomorrow. If Texas wins, then it's over. Plus, I kind of like that Texas Tech and Texas are like kind of pissed at each other. I kind of like this new tough guy thing.
Texas Tech has kind of become the most hateable. Like they're quickly climbing the hateability rankings.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
In all sports.
Well, they're new money. They're a Mercedes with like a Six Flag bumper sticker on it, and they're rubbing the old money the wrong way. Right. And I'm here for it. No one needs new Beaver. We need old Beaver. Yes, I stand by that. You know what? Because I'm bold and aggressive. Much like the Beavers.
Charting a new path with old Beaver.
I am charting.
Said no one
yes, ever. I'm saying it right now. No one needs new Beaver. We need old Beaver. Yeah.
I've choked a coop.
It happens. That's the bold and aggressive stance that I'm taking. I'm charting a new bold path with old Beaver. That's what I'm doing.
All right, in the news is next. Does this ever end well? Next on The Fan.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, last night in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, the New York Knicks pulled off the upset. They're up 1-0 in the series. That's their 11th straight playoff win. Game 2 tomorrow in San Antonio. In the NBA, they are banning 2 fans for their life and for their roles in running on the court in Game 1. One man tried to get a selfie with Victor Wembanyama. NHL Stanley Cup Game 2 is tonight. Carolina Hurricanes hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas up 1-0 in that series. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge, he missed his 3rd straight game today with a bone bruise on his right ribs. It's causing him pain in his shoulder, and he will be visiting a vascular specialist based out of Dallas. Oregon State, they have hired a new athletic director. It's going to be Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with Ohio State, where he handles brand partnerships and business strategy, officially starting the gig July 6th. And the Packers and wide receiver Christian Watson, they agreed to a new 4-year, $110.5 million extension. Includes $31 million signing bonus. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, we've made it to another in the news.
Thank God.
You know what? You're so right. Hey, by the way, can I, before we get there?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
We're watching some hockey over here.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting ready for the hockey game.
Mm-hmm.
Is PK Subban, is he a good analyst?
I hate him.
Okay.
But I don't, I mean.
There we go. Is he a good analyst?
I think he tries really hard to be Charles Barkley, and he bugs me immensely.
Yeah. I never get to see him with the sound on.
Yes.
And he always seems like he's trying a little too hard.
That is my whole thing. Yeah. Is he knowledgeable? Sure.
Well, he played.
And he was a good player. Yeah. I mean, he's not Mark Messier, who's the guy next to him.
Who is?
Not many. He's a top 6 player of all time. I mean, Messier is just, but I think he does a really nice job. But I think Gretzky's bad. Like, I think Gretzky brings nothing to the table. Huh. I think he's atrocious. But not only do I not find anything that Subban says to be particularly interesting, he is the most try-hardy, and this is a bold statement, I think he is the most try-hardy analyst in the game.
Wait till you see Russell Wilson.
Well, with that being said,
therein lies my fear. Ocho, is it a Emmanuel Ocho? He's got a little bit of that. Ocho. Yeah. He's got a little bit of that where he tries to be so edgy and contrarian and just.
It doesn't work.
I can't. Right. He's the stylish one on the show.
Well, he is very stylish, I will say, PK Subban, but, I don't know.
No one needs new Beaver. We need old Beaver.
Go Hurricanes. Come on, we need a win tonight.
We do need a win
for the Fighting Tom Dundons. It is June 4, 2026. It is time now for In the News. I'm your noted newsman. Hello, thank you.
No.
Please be seated. And all rise.
What? Did we just kill the news? Did you just get 60 minutes? Did you get Scott Pellied?
Yeah, Scott Pelly.
Yeah.
You got Joe Rogan coming in to replace you.
Probably be a pretty good replacement for me.
Yeah. That should, by the way, what happened to Scott Pelly, look it up, that should disturb everyone in our country.
It is National Cheese Day.
Ooh, who doesn't love a good piece of cheese?
Love cheese.
Favorite cheese?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I can't. It's an impossible question to answer. There's too many cheeses.
No, it is not an impossible question to answer.
I don't have it.
You have to pick a cheese.
I can't.
It's impossible because there's so many different types of cheeses.
I don't
go
care.
With so many different things.
Look at you. You know what? This is why you are not bold and aggressive.
It's not Proclamation Tuesday.
On this topic, I am not bold and aggressive. I cannot, because I can't just throw out a cheese. I can't do it. What's yours?
It's not bold and aggressive. I chart a new course.
Cheddar.
Me and old Beaver. We chart new bold courses.
He's gonna say string cheese.
That's what I think.
Creamy Havarti.
Okay.
I like that.
I can use it on anything.
It's a great cheese.
It's a great cheese.
Is it the best cheese? I don't know.
It's so versatile. I can put it on anything.
Colby Jack is kind of my go-to.
What is
See?
that?
Bold and aggressive. You over there. You're just
not gonna do it. I love them all.
I can use Colby Jack on a sandwich. I can use it on a burger. I can go grilled cheese with it. Add that with some Gouda.
I will say this: there's not a cheese I don't like.
Really?
No.
I've had some
Kraft Singles.
I've had some cheese. Yeah.
Well, Kraft Singles isn't really cheese, is it?
It's like hydrogenated vegetable.
mean,
I've had
it's
some
in the cheese section.
I've had some bad cheeses.
Well, they call it cheese, but I don't
I've had a couple stinky cheeses that are a bit like you're like, whoa, it's a shock to your senses.
Yeah, I love stinky cheese.
I do too, but again, I've had some that are like it's pungent. It's a bit too much. It's the PK Subban of cheeses. It's trying a little too
You're
hard.
right. The pungent. If it's a pungent cheese, I'm out. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't mind a stinky cheese. It
I
just
love 'em all.
it can't be like rotten arse cheese.
It's also National Moonshine Day.
That's another tough one. You got to be in the mood for moonshine.
Well, yeah. I mean, I once had a builder friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's like, Rob, you gotta try my swill.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Pussy.
Dude, that. Well, I don't want to call it vile, but it was the strongest thing I think I've ever drank.
They're devout alcoholics.
And there's no chance I was gonna drink it. I drank a sip of like, oh yeah. And then just
Remember, promotion goddess
threw it out.
Promotion goddess Alicia, who I love dearly, and her wonderful husband, at their wedding, I think it was her brother-in-law brought homemade moonshine, and I still have a jar of it. It's in a mason jar, and I believe it is used to take lacquer off of boats.
Yeah.
I there's at least 3 times over the years that I have attempted to I'm like, oh, try, and it is
just throw it out.
I know. Well, I keep it now just kind of as because it's got their wedding date on it, and like there's a label, so it's kind of a nostalgic thing. But I would not wish that. It's like in Spaceballs where he puts the secret Schwartz. I feel like if you had a boat or a motorcycle and you need to get somewhere in Miami Vice quick, you add that to the gas tank, and I do believe you will have hyperjets. It's so terrible.
Do you think there was a major debate over whether or not he would be allowed to do that at their wedding?
I'm guessing there was a discussion.
Something tells me that was a pretty controversial topic for a while.
It's just rocket fuel.
Somehow he won.
He won. It was there. Still have the jar. I should bring that to the fan golf classic.
Just re-gift it.
Yeah. I kind of want to bring it out there, and because people at our golf tournament would be like, "Oh, I'm manly."
Yeah, bring that moonshine out there. I'll show you.
Watch me take a shot of it, and then watch someone go blind.
What is that?
Oaks Park is right across the water from us. The big water.
Yeah. Well, that's
the river.
That's the small water.
River water.
It's the smaller of the river waters.
And they are putting in the drop tower.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know that.
Is this like a new ride? Kind of like the one of those things?
It's like the thing.
Yeah.
It's like the thing that drops.
Yes. It's the drop tower, and it's the thing that drops. They
like
strap you in, you go up real high.
You go up on a thing, and then they drop you.
Remember that big kid, the big teenager in Florida? Remember he died in one of those?
Yeah. Yeah, well.
There's
no reason to not bring it here.
I think Disney has the Tower of Terror is what they call it.
Well, interesting you say that. Oaks Amusement Park has launched a contest in pursuit of a name for the new drop tower that is coming to their site next year. God, that thing's enormous. Whoever wins the contest could secure 2 season passes, which cover unlimited rides, a 10% discount on food, drinks, and gift shop purchases, as well as other exclusive special offers.
Who do you think I am?
Let me nominate the one thing that I think we all can agree upon, and that is that tower should be named the Harry Balls Government Drop Tower. Problem solved.
The Harry Balls drop. I do like that.
Yeah.
You know how many people don't know what you're referring to right now? You
A
care
lot.
to explain that?
No. You don't need to explain yourself for anybody.
Look, I'm just saying, I would like to nominate it after the great Fort Wayne, Indiana leader, Harry Balls.
Lake Oswego.
Yeah.
I'm signing on.
Not only do we, I'm trying to get 39th Boulevard renamed from Cesar Chavez to Harry Balls Boulevard or Avenue, whatever it is, and I think it would also work great on this tower.
He's my favorite politician ever.
Of all time.
Don't forget his wife, Minnie Balls.
Minnie Balls.
And his son, Donnie.
Don Balls. How about, look, there's just, I think we all know, Oaks, don't outthink the room. Just don't. It's the Harry Balls Drop Tower. Let's go.
Construction is projected to start this summer.
The old ball dropper. Exactly.
The old ball dropper. Love it. Once open, it's expected to give riders a breathtaking view of the Rose City before dropping them more than 100 feet. What could possibly go wrong?
There's a video of that kid in Florida. My kid showed it to me years ago. That was one of the more disturbing things. I was like, why did you show me that? She's like, oh, it was going around.
You have until Sunday, June 14th to submit up to 4 names for the new ride. You can do that online. The amusement park is slated to notify the winner later in the summer, Friday, July 31st. The drop tower is expected to be the tallest in the Pacific Northwest.
Is it because it's the only one in the Pacific Northwest? I mean,
that's a good question.
Where else can you go and find the old ball dropper?
I don't know.
The one in
this is just not my thing.
No, things
like this.
The one in Disney is pretty good. I think it might now be like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they renamed it, but it's
tallest drop tower in the Pacific Northwest is the Extreme Scream. It is in at the Washington State Fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
So this will be taller.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can call it the panty dropper.
There you go, cherry bomb penny dropper. It does make you feel like. You get that feeling of weightlessness for like a second or two. You feel like you're floating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you like those kind of rides. I'd prefer that than going upside down.
Airport lounges are all the rage these days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a new one.
Yeah, PDX is getting a new one.
I'm not going to be allowed to go in there.
Why not?
I'm not an Alaska guy.
Oh, you don't have the Alaska card, or do you have to be can you just be flying Alaska?
No.
You have to have the Alaska card?
I think you have to have the Alaska card. Actually, you know
my
what?
wife has it.
I think the BTJ might as well.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know if we
Let's meet there for drinks.
It's possible. We have some nice lounges.
Alaska Airlines is opening a new lounge in PDX today. The lounge took 2 years to complete. Is roughly 14,000 square feet with over 230 seats. The airline said it invested nearly $18 million in the new Portland lounge.
Yeah. The Amex one is really nice. I mean, there's some really nice lounges out there. And the international ones are even better.
This new lounge is our way of thanking them and a reflection of our growing portfolio of premium guest experiences, said Shane Jones, Senior VP of Fleet Products and Guest Experiences.
Go Shane.
Officials said you can enjoy a full buffet, coffee, cocktails, and private rooms.
Oh. Yeah, I have a friend of mine who's like super travel guy, and they get to the airport early. He loves the lounges.
The lounges are great.
Yeah, they get there super early, and then they just kind of hang out.
They're kind of a game changer for traveling.
Yeah.
Like if you get bumped or have a layover now, and you have access to one of those bad boys, it's not a bad thing.
No. When we went to Italy, we had like a 6 or 7 hour layover in Toronto, and we were like, oh my God. Dude, we went to the Amex Lounge. Dude, they have gym, they have showers, full buffet. Macallan 12 was on the you could just pour it yourself. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't lie.
It was pretty kick-ass.
Don't lie.
Look, I didn't want to be there for like 6 or 7 hours, but when you had 6 hours to kill, that place was pretty awesome. It went by very quickly.
Who do you think I am?
Coming up next, we have big Red Panda news. I know you love Red Panda.
I do.
Over at the zoo. We have a new one.
Do we?
Yep.
I'll be the judge of that.
We have a new one. And wait till you hear what they named it.
Was it Juan Balls? An old Don. Now that would be great if the panda was Don Balls.
A new red panda named Harry Balls. We'll get to that next. This is In the News on The Fan. All right, welcome back to our show.
Wait for the malfunctioning epiglottis segment. My God.
Just wait.
Turns out swallowing a cockroach, not good for your throat.
This is In the News for June 4, 2026, brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.kit. The winning lottery tickets, well, not the winning lottery tickets, but various winning lottery tickets have been sold in our area. One of them is in a familiar place. As a matter of fact, one of them was sold in an area of town that we once did a giant segment on.
Really?
Yeah.
What do we got?
In
Lake Oswego.
It's not Lake Oswego.
No.
It is in southwest Portland. Do you remember we were talking many years ago about the wild stretch of road on Barber Boulevard / 99W?
Yes.
There's like a, and it's kind of changed a bit now, but there was a weed shop, like a sex shop,
And a scuba.
a bar,
Yeah.
the aquatics. The scuba bros who listen to us were there.
You could go get a drink, learn how to scuba, and then go and see some lingerie modeling.
Well, and then there was like the shadiest apartment ever.
Yeah.
Made of like,
Dude, it's
what are those cylinder, like those bricks, like
cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
Yeah.
It was like made of cinder blocks.
that place was something else.
Wild stretch of town. Like we had to talk about. We devoted a whole segment to it.
Someone brought that up to me. I ran into a listener. This was like a month or two ago, and they were talking about that area.
I drive over there all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of near my hood, and it is just. It's just so Portland. It's like what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Little piece
and what?
Little piece of home.
So 2 Oregon stores sold big winning lottery tickets in April. One of them is right there at 11111 Southwest Capitol Highway.
It's a lot of ones.
It was a 7-Eleven right over by there.
2 off, 2 on, 1 off, 2 on.
It's like a block over.
Huh.
But it sold a 5.4 million.
Wow. You think someone left the lingerie modeling place and was like, well,
That place has closed.
Oh.
Yeah. They
Pussycats or whatever it was?
Yeah, I think it was called. How did you know that?
Spit on that thing.
Interesting that you knew that.
I would never know such
Pussycats.
a thing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they closed it. It now just looks like a dilapidated, haunted house.
Sad.
But there's a weed shop next door, so you
that's fine.
at least get high.
Yeah.
And you can still get your scuba gear.
If only there was somewhere else in Portland that you could go and lingerie model. Oh, wait. I need to see dong.
Just up the street is the sweet spot. Or maybe, no, and this is the G spot.
There's
no
lot
dong
out there.
No belief.
5.4 million, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the 7-Eleven gets 56 grand.
I don't buy the lottery ticket until it's worth my time. 100 million.
I wouldn't want 5.4 million either.
I did see, on a related note, the guy in California that won the record jackpot was like 2.3 billion, I think it was, earlier this year, or maybe that was last year. They said what his take home was, and look, he's doing just fine. But it was like 2.4 billion was the largest. You know what he took home?
2.3 billion, you said?
2.3 billion.
I mean, he probably took home 400 million.
Yeah, it was like 600.
600 million?
600 million.
Well,
just over 600 million.
Does that piss you off, or do you?
No.
You just don't care?
No, I'm just like whatever. But it is a little
I'm saying him.
I don't know. Like, I mean, you guys.
You left 700 million. You didn't even get half of it.
You
left, more than that.
You left more than that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's my math skills.
Yeah. You left close to $1 billion.
Yeah.
On the table.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off.
It was 2 point whatever, and he took home just over 600 million.
Where does all that money go?
Well, do the lump sum, and so it's less, and then California taxes and federal taxes, and I think it does. It goes to China. They build high-speed rail with it. It's just like, look, you won 5 and some change or whatever. That is awesome, but he ain't bringing home $5.4 million, whatever it was. It's gonna be a lot less than that.
I want you to meet the new red panda at the Oregon Zoo. His name is Enoki.
What is that?
It's spelled Enoki.
Do we know what that means?
I don't know.
No.
I enjoyed Sir Snacks a lot, but he has passed.
Yeah, dumbass. Well, didn't we get rid of one? Then we shipped it out allegedly.
We shot it? Like
no,
Harambe?
and then the other one died. Even though I'm still claiming that was never there. I think it was all big conspiracy.
So they're saying a fluffy, not quite 3-year-old red panda named Inoki has been introduced at the Oregon Zoo.
Oh, Otani-san. They should have named it Otani-san.
They said he is exploring, he is snacking, and he is napping.
Well, if the Portland Zoo needs someone to come over and confirm the existence of this red panda, feed him, and possibly give him hugs, I would like to nominate myself. Because that is the cutest freaking animal of all time. And I want to smudge him. Yes, and make little noises.
They say if you don't spot her right away.
Oh, it's a her. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to smudge her.
Yeah. Just look up. Because she might be up.
That's what they always say.
Yeah.
And then she's never there. It's ridiculous.
So she's now the only red panda we have.
I want the behind-the-scenes red panda experience.
So Moshu, that's Sir Snacks-a-Lot.
That's Sir Snacks-a-Lot.
Died.
Yeah.
Ate too much.
Look, I'm not saying I would give up one of my kids to have a red panda, but I'm not saying that I wouldn't give one up to get a red panda. I mean, I got 3 kids.
I don't hate my kids. I love my kids. I hate being a dad.
I have no red panda. So 2 kids and a red panda, is that better than 3 kids?
Red pandas are endangered.
Yeah.
So very special to have Inoki.
Oh, they're so damn cute.
Here.
And when they get scared, they try to look big. And so they stand on their hind legs and put their little paws up to scare you. It's the cutest thing of all time.
Jason, they are calling this the worst tick season in Oregon.
Oh, there's
in many years.
Have you seen what's happening across the country?
Yeah.
Like some of these ticks are I mean, it's people are getting Lyme disease left and right. It's scary stuff out there.
Conditions like Lyme disease and alpha-gal syndrome can lead to hospitalizations and lifelong complications.
Yeah, you don't want it.
They're all from ticks.
Is it possible that that's what I swallowed today? Do I have Lyme disease right now?
I would not want that for you.
No.
Lyme disease is brutal.
Yes, it is.
So Oregon, they're saying, is already facing its worst tick season since 2017, and as summer rolls around, it is only going to get worse. Be careful out there when you're golfing.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Especially if you're wayward off the tee.
Yeah, don't search for your balls in the woods.
You know?
You say you just drop and play. Yeah, if you're out on hikes or whatnot. Maybe this is another excuse next time the wife's like, hey, we should go to Hood River and hike. You're like, nope, can't. Ticks.
So they say tick bites are up 40% year over year. I don't know how they know that, but okay. Your best bet is to stop bites before they happen or safely remove latched on ticks.
Yeah.
It takes about 24 to 48 hours for a tick to transmit an infection to you.
So you got to get it early.
So if you get a tick and you see a tick, take care of it.
Yeah.
And chances are you'll be okay.
I had to watch my buddy's dog a couple times. They traveled a bunch. He was a good boy, but we had to take 2 ticks out of him. I was like, ew. They're nasty too when you find them. Little buggy. You see their little rat claws. It's all about drip, man.
Apparently there's an EPA-approved tick spray that you can use now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, your dog you can get flea and tick meds for, but for people, you spray one on before you go out. Does it stink though?
I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't know if we did it right, but you can suffocate them or you can burn them. You can do like the burnt end match, but you can like put some, you can put like rubbing alcohol or maybe it was petroleum jelly.
Yeah.
We just YouTubed it, and then you grab them with a little pliers and you pull them out.
Being from Kansas, we had many.
Yeah.
That is what you do. You can burn them.
Yeah.
Yank them out of there. They are kind of weird though, when they're burrowing into your skin.
I know. It's a little creepy.
What is that?
Be careful out there, people.
They say that ticks don't jump. They don't fly. They don't fall from trees. But what they will do is they will just sit out and wait for you on the edge of branches or like low-lying shrubs.
Yeah.
Even weeds.
So you have
high grass.
So you have to rub against one?
Yeah. They wait for you to just walk your unsuspecting feetsies by.
It's like a pervert on the Max train.
It is. Yeah, they have little trench coats and everything.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they're calling, this is funny you say that, most tick-borne infections are caused by the bites of immature ticks called nymphs.
Look at that. Sons of bitches.
The nymphos.
Yeah. Bunch of tick perverts out there. Stay out of the woods.
So watch out for ticks.
There you go.
Just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, you can tell the missus that you need to check her for ticks, though. Make it a family sort of thing. Strip down and get out the flashlight. I think there's a crappy Brad Paisley song about that. I think, I'm not kidding. I think there's a song called "I Want to Check You for Ticks."
Oh no,
that's country music. Yeah.
And that is in the news, June 4, 2026.
In your life!
Brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Got a few headlines, including the Blazers' final 3 coaching candidates and the latest report on Giannis. Next.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the fan, last night, the New York Knicks went into San Antonio and won Game 1 of the NBA Finals to extend their winning streak in the postseason to 11 straight games. Game 2 is tomorrow, but a couple fans will not be in attendance as they were banned for life by the NBA for their roles in running onto the court in the fourth quarter of Game 1 and trying to get a selfie with Victor Wembanyama. Green Bay Packers and wide receiver Christian Watson, they agreed to a monster 4-year, $110.5 million extension. Includes $31 million signing bonus. NHL Stanley Cup Game 2, just about to have the puck drop. Hurricanes taking on the Golden Knights. Golden Knights up 1-0 in that series. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge, he missed his third straight game today with a bone bruise on his right ribs. It's causing him pain in his shoulder. He's going to be visiting a vascular specialist based out of Dallas. In Oregon State, they have hired a new athletic director. It's going to be Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with The Ohio State University, where he handles brand partnerships and business strategy. He'll officially start the gig on July 6th. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the Georgia Coy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call Georgia Coy at warrenallen.com.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a nice little Thursday. We are your sportsmen. I am Isaac. Big Sook's right over there.
Right here.
And we got Stevie Fire on the controls. He is wearing a hat today. And he looks much younger.
It's been several months, and we've never seen him in a hat.
Don't you think he looks like one of the kids with a hat?
A little bit. I secretly think that what happened is his wife bought him a hat, and she probably... How long ago did your wife buy you that hat?
Well, actually, it wasn't that. It was maybe a week ago. It wasn't supposed to be given to me. It was supposed to be a Father's Day gift.
Ah.
But I opened up the package because it was a big Nike package.
Yeah.
And my kids wanted to see their shoes, and I saw it in there.
I feel like you feel obligated to wear a hat. I don't think you look comfortable in the hat. I don't think you really want the hat. But I feel like the wife this is one of those... She got you a lovely gift, therefore you had to be like, yeah, I love the hat.
No. It's not that. I just wanted to try it out today. I will agree with you. I do not feel comfortable in hat. I think I look stupid in hats. But I just wanted to try it out, see what it is, and it probably will not be worn for a couple months.
Well, Steven, I think you look hot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You do look younger.
Hey.
But also you look uncomfortable. And we've all been there when you get a gift and you feel obligated to wear said item.
It's mostly it's going to be a outside hat, like a pool hat when I'm sitting out in the sun. So.
For sure. Makes sense. We all have that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, big Thursday, nice day out there. Nice little day.
I mean, it's no 90 degrees that we had the other day, but yeah, it's all right.
It's supposed to rain, I think, on Saturday, maybe.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Unbelievable. It's almost
we
like
need it, though.
It's like we live. Yeah, we need it. We need it.
A couple headlines here before we get to going. Oh, we got Stanley Cup playoffs game 2 tonight, or finals game 2 tonight.
Yes.
Vegas visiting our Hurricanes.
Should be underway here, like any moment, right?
Yeah.
The towels are a waving.
Tell you what, our Canes were up 2-0 in the first game, and they lost.
Yes.
Like a bunch of clowns.
I do believe they said that in the Stanley Cup finals, teams that had gone down 0-2 were, I think, 0-55.
Oh.
And now the Vegas Knights have cracked that.
So, must win.
Yeah, you're not going down 0-2. I mean, Vegas looks really good. Carolina's the better team, but Vegas just has a little something going right now. And yeah, there's no way Carolina goes down 0-2 and then comes back and wins this series. This is a must-win for the Hurricanes.
I'm just not into it, bro.
Nah. Fan gets...
Nah.
Whoa. The fan that ran out onto the court last night in the NBA Finals.
I'm surprised they showed that because every other sport, the moment you come on the court or field, they cut away.
Mike Breen mentioned it. He goes, there's a fan on the court.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that
I think it caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Because he did kind of come out of nowhere.
But then they showed it again. They actually showed a close-up of him.
Yeah, they did. That's what we want.
Do you?
Yes, we want to see that.
I only want to see him get knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all of it. I think it drives me crazy when they cut away.
Yeah.
I think that's stupid. I get why they do it, but come on.
Well,
I'm a spectator. I'm here to be entertained. Maybe it's entertaining.
Well, I don't want to give dip S's like this, and I guess this guy is a social media influencer, and I don't want to give that guy that. He got exactly what he wanted. He ran on the court, took a selfie with Wemby. I wanted someone to punch his teeth out. He didn't, and someone today was talking about it on I think one of the national shows, and they said that the 2 fines that he's going to get. So he got a lifetime ban from NBA games, which I'm not even certain how that works. Like,
how would you even?
How would you even know? Right? Like,
he could go to a game.
Exactly. Like, did they check your ID at a game? Is there a sign up that says "Don't let this guy in"? I mean, for God's sake. So he's not banned from games. He may be banned from purchasing a ticket with his own name, but he's not banned. But he got a lifetime ban, and he's going to face 2 ticket and 2 misdemeanor charges. Basically, they're saying it's about $3,500 in fines between that and the ticket that he got. I think it was like a $700 ticket. No jail time, both misdemeanors. And they said that he, on his stupid social medias, it was like $100 million imprints that he got off of that.
No way.
So if you're a social media douche, would you pay, and this was the question that was posed, would you pay $3 or $4 grand for 100 million people to see your crap?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why he did it.
Yeah. It turns out, I mean, it's actually probably pretty good value for one of these idiots to do it if they show you.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That's why he did it.
Yeah.
And whatever. I thought maybe he had something on his shirt. He had something on his shirt that, like, he wrote something on his shirt.
Yeah.
It said attention. I thought maybe he had a cause or something.
Yeah, he had something written on there, but no one can make out what it was because he was wearing a jacket.
It said the first word was attention, but I don't know what else was on there.
Well, if you're going to try to get someone's attention, why are you wearing a jacket? That's poor planning.
Yeah, I don't think he was. I think he just wanted the selfie. And Wemby was too tall for the selfie, so it kind of cuts out his head.
I just wanted someone to clothesline him. I have no tolerance for people that decide to run on the floor. And
I tell you what, he ran out there during a play.
Yes.
During
the fourth quarter.
Yes, like he.
Well, they had to jump. They had to do a jump ball because of him because they weren't certain what happened, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't like that Wemby smiled at him. Like, I don't know. That's a weird thing. And,
well, Wemby said he didn't know what to do.
Well,
I
I would recommend punching him. Someone should have taken that douche out. Stay off the floor. I have no tolerance for people that do that. And you can bet on Kelce. There was that one guy. Was that the NFL? Someone made the bet.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Was it Super Bowl? Yeah. Will someone run out on the floor? I mean, you got to start.
And they did.
Yeah.
Make a lot of money on these.
Not my.
These escapades here, Big Sook.
Not my gig.
Yeah, something tells me I won't be seeing you run out onto the floor when I'm at the Fire game next weekend.
No.
With your shirt off.
Tarps off. I mean, as a security guard, can you S-can someone if they run onto the floor? Like
S-can? What do you mean? What does that
just
mean?
Shillelagh them. Just forearm.
Well, they do in baseball.
Right across the throat. They should.
In baseball,
and football, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. So, yeah, and the other thing, too, is, banned from the NBA games. Do you think that kid cares about that?
No. And again, none of those things work.
I know, but even if he did, he doesn't care.
No. He's not an NBA fan. He just...
Come on, dude.
So
I would like to know if that's ever worked on anyone. Has anyone ever been... I've been banned from 2 places. Now, to be fair, I've never tried to go back into either one, but it was like so many years ago, and I don't think one even exists anymore. But, like, is it really... You go into an establishment and they're like there's a photo of you. I just never believed any of that works.
I will
their
tell
facial recognition software stuff or whatever.
Well, I will tell you that casinos are not to be messed with.
That's probably one.
In this regard, I had a buddy who, he had a little bit of a gambling problem.
Sure.
And he blackballed himself.
Yeah.
Back in Kansas City from the riverboats.
I'll bet you that's...
And dude, he could not get on those riverboats.
I'm guessing they take
because
that
you
seriously.
can't. I mean, you'd have to come up with a whole new identity.
Yeah.
And that's highly illegal.
Yeah.
So now you.
You don't have to check in at the casinos. They had...
No.
How did they know?
They don't. But if you win a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, you're on a list and your face is on there, and they do have security that looks for those faces.
Yeah.
So you could do it, but he said it wasn't worth trying.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like,
because if they catch you, Dude, that's bad.
I'd be intrigued to know if he could have, like if he could have. But you're right, because there's no juice in that. Because if you do win big, my guess is they would find out that it's you. I see him going in there with like the fake sunglasses, like, oh, I'm just
Groucho Marx glasses.
here to do a little gambling. Yeah. Plus, I always feel like the casinos, maybe it's like old school, but I feel like they take you, like you'd end up in the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you want to mess.
You're going downstairs, and you don't want to go downstairs. All right, what else do I have here for you guys out there? Oh, and another incident last night is I guess Jalen Brunson got into it with a fan, and the NBA is investigating that.
Did you see who it was too?
No,
it was
who
two
was it?
old people. It was a Karen. It was like the most Karen, like picture whoever runs your homeowners association, and that's her. She's like kind of like this older, like big lady with like big Texas hair. I guess it was her and maybe her husband.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They were the ones getting into it. So it's not like, when I heard that, I thought it was like some sort of bro. It's not. It's a full-on Karen.
Well, she's about to lose her tickets to the
Good.
NBA.
Start holding fans accountable. This stuff is ridiculous. You do not have the right to be the world's biggest jackass if you buy a ticket. Start hauling people out of there. So I have no problem like when Roy kicked that guy out of the, is that the PGA, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's done that a few times.
Yeah, and then the Russell Westbrook and that guy in Utah. Enough of this. You just go to the game and cheer, but you do not get to do whatever you want. There's a difference between heckling and if you want to heckle, be prepared that if you cross a line and that player's like, no, we're not dealing with this. I have zero sympathy for anyone that gets kicked out, including Charles Oakley. None. We've lost any.
That's right.
Yeah, we've lost any semblance of decency where we just like, well, I bought a ticket, I'll do what I want.
Why did Charles Oakley get kicked out?
Oh, he was talking crap about Dolan.
Oh, and he's sitting right
Wasn't he,
behind
like,
him.
yelling at him.
Yeah. And I guess Patrick Ewing and company, because he goes to road games. And Ewing and someone else tried to broker a peace deal between Dolan and Oakley. And I guess Dolan was open to it because they thought Oakley back at the Garden Game 3 would be unreal. And I guess Charles Oakley said, F you, like Patrick Ewing, you're out of your mind. This is, we're way too far gone. Oakley refuses to have anything to do with it. Which again, like I get it, Charles Oakley, you're a New York legend, but you really think that you're going to go to the game and the guy that owns the building and owns the team and you're just going to talk ass and he's going to be like, whatever? Like, there's consequences to it.
There's a line and any decent person knows what that line is.
Yes. Like that Karen's going to come out and say that she didn't do anything wrong. Oh, I'm guessing she did.
Tell him the N-word?
Yeah. I didn't say that.
Oh, are they saying that N-word?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just assume when you're talking old.
Yeah.
You know, the guy from San Antonio.
The guy in Utah stood up and was chesting up with Westbrook and calling him boy. You know, remember that was the one that got run. And he's like,
Marcus Smart had that at Texas Tech back in the day.
Well, guess what? You call a black guy boy and you stand up and put your, kind of in his face. Yeah, someone's probably going to take offense to that. How about just shut your mouth? How about just cheer? Is that like the hardest thing in the world to do? I have zero sympathy for these people.
Michigan and Duke will be playing a men's basketball game at a baseball stadium. They will be playing at Lone Depot Park.
Where is Lone Depot Park?
That's Miami. It's where the Marlins play.
Ugh.
Yeah, so they're shifting their venue. It's supposed to be at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
But they had a broadcast rights dispute.
Really?
And so they're going to play it in Miami on the baseball diamond.
Well, that's a little. What
Isn't that weird?
What are the sight lines going to be on that?
I don't know.
Because a lot of times you put, like when they do this at the the hockey games when they do the Winter Classic, some of that's tough sight lines. Like basketball court's not very big. It's gonna be in that ugly ass thing. I can't even say I knew. That's a retractable roof in Miami? I'm guessing.
I think it is.
Huh.
Yeah, it says the Amazon Prime Video streaming rights for Duke's non-conference games triggered territorial pushback from Fox, which holds exclusive rights for Big Ten games. Within the conference's footprint, moving the December 21st game to Florida outside of the Big Ten's traditional regional territory resolved the broadcast gridlock.
Does anyone from Miami, I'm being dead serious, so that park seats what, 35, 40,000 I'm guessing?
Something like that.
Baseball stadium. Is there 35,000 people in Miami that want to go see that? Like,
yeah,
is that
not a big college basketball hotbed down there.
Is Miami a basketball hotbed for...
No, but Duke fans are everywhere.
Enough to fill that place?
Sports fans, it's a big city. I don't know about fill it.
Huh. That's just a weird. I don't know.
Duke fans will travel there.
That's just I guess you get a
I'd go.
vacation.
I think there's a traveling, but I think also there's just Duke fans that are everywhere. Like they're all rich dudes, and so they live everywhere.
Yeah. I guess you go down to Miami.
Bandwagoners.
It just seems like a weird place to put
Losers.
That's a weird place to put a basketball game in a baseball stadium that no one goes to. I guess they're used to no one going to the stadium, so what's one more?
They're used to covering it up.
That might be the worst use of money of all time. Because the people in Miami-Dade, remember, they got snookered into that. I think they said when that thing gets paid off, they will have paid almost, I think it's like $3.5-4 billion that they're going to pay for that. And it's an awful. Have you ever seen that thing?
No.
It is such an eyesore. It is ugly. Everyone hates it. No one goes. And the people of Dade County, because it was like 2 point whatever, but they did it like on bonds. And they said by the time the interest and everything's paid off, it's like almost doubled. It's like one of the worst financial deals the city has ever made. And
then
the
they
took
away the home run celebration thing they had.
Yeah, the big weird centerpiece.
Yeah, little dolphins swimming around.
And I get the people didn't even get to vote for it. Like the people wanted, and the city councilor was like, "No," it's like, we'll just do it. Meanwhile, we're over here pissing our pants over $300 million.
Latest report from Mark Stein and Jake Fisher, NBA reporters, is that the Blazers will hire one of these three people to be their next head coach.
This is like the sixth group of finalists we've had, and it changes every time.
Yeah, I thought we already reported that they were down to three.
Yeah, it just seems so obvious to me.
It was a different three.
It's a different three.
It's not a different three.
The only one that has been consistent throughout this thing is the Minnesota guy.
Well, so he's going to get the job, right?
Tiago.
No, Tiago was, and then he wasn't, and now he is again.
Yes.
Although I was told that no one, especially Tiago, would take this job because they were livid at times. Literally, oh, nope, he's out. He'll never take this job. He's so offended.
Disrespected.
And yet here he is wanting the job. Oh, funny how that works.
So
it's almost as if assistant coaches want NBA jobs.
Apparently, Jeff Van Gundy is out, as is who's the other guy?
So you didn't.
Well, Stotts is out.
The other guy that's out is Utah Jazz assistant Mike Williams.
Yes.
So those guys were in the final five. Mm-hmm. They are out. The final three are Tiago Splitter, Micah Nori, he's
the Wolves guy, and he's been consistent. He was one of the very first names that was out there, and so clearly this is somebody that they have been targeting.
And the third one is Celtics assistant Tyler Lashbrook,
and that's a kind of a new one that I haven't heard a bunch. So, I mean, I would assume
white or black.
Oh, it's a good call. What's his name?
Tyler Lashbrook.
Sounds white.
It sounds white.
He is white.
I'm going to go white.
And I tell you what, you should Google image him.
Okay.
Okay. I just want you to Google
Give me one more time. What's the name?
Tyler Lashbrook.
Tyler
Little Mike McDaniel vibes.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah. Kind of bro-y.
Yeah.
A little, I mean, maybe not. He just doesn't look like a basketball coach. No. He almost looks like a slot receiver in the NFL.
A little bit, and he's young.
34 years old.
Yeah, I'm going to say he looks like a baby, and it looks like he has a fake beard. Oh, what he's got going on there.
How about that guy?
Lashbrook's
I kind of want this guy.
You want him?
No, I like this guy. I mean, he has, look, I was on his Wikipedia page. He has no coaching, like, it says, career information, high school, Apollo in Kentucky, coaching career, 2018 to present. It doesn't even say what, like where? Where's he a coach?
Well, he was a basketball operations intern and video coordinator, which I was a video coordinator with the Blazers. And my old boss who hired me went over to the 76ers. That's where he was.
Yeah, he was you're right. He started.
This could have been me.
He started as a video coordinator intern for the 76ers.
And then he went to the Celtics.
I'll be damned.
And then he went to the Maine Celtics. And now he's back with the Celtics.
Okay, well, all right.
And who are the Maine Celtics, you ask?
The
Boston Celtics G League team.
Oh, I thought you meant like the main team, not like the
no,
non-main team.
Maine, like Portland, Maine.
So I think this show can officially say that we're backing
this is
Tyler
my guy.
Lashbrook.
You know why I like this guy? Because and I have no knowledge of this whatsoever. But much like Alex Smarma or Sarama, the coach of the Fire,
I thought it was Shawarma. Oh.
Guys like this, they always have some unique selling point
that allowed them to climb the ladder,
and they think outside the box.
Yeah.
Outside the box, and I want it. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it is.
No, but I'm with you. If you start as a video coordinator intern and in the span of like 12 years, you become a candidate for a head coaching job, you've got something.
8 years.
You
He
work
did it in
hard.
8
You're
years.
working
Well, I thought he started in 2012.
2018.
Oh.
2014.
This says 2018, but
No, from
okay.
2014 to 18.
Oh, that was when he was a intern.
Coordinator,
Yeah. So either way, like
But 2018 is when he started his coaching career.
Okay, so in a short time, I'm with you. Like that means you got a little something.
There's something with that
That means
guy.
you got some sauce.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But let's hire it.
And then
the only problem with that is he didn't play, and so a lot of players will not respect that.
That's tough. That's what do they always say? You can't win without respect, and you can't get respect without having won.
Right.
And
and it's even double hard if you didn't play. Like if you at least played in the league, like Chauncey got respect from players because he played at a high level. This guy didn't.
Well, can you not outthink the room and just hire Tiago Splitter too? I mean, the guy did a nice job. And then
Everyone
Honori's
seemed to like him.
And then Honori's been, well, I think the players all liked him. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then Honori's been apparently a guy that is a bunch of teams are looking at, and he's been on the list. So I think you have two candidates that are a little more vetted, and then you got kind of the wild card here of maybe the young rising star.
But Rob's probably right. He probably went in and interviewed and said some things that they're like, whoa, like we haven't thought of that, or this could be interesting to try in a city like Portland with a team like ours. So I'm with you. He would be an interesting hire. It could go really good or really horrible.
So it says in Boston, he was focusing on leading the Celtics' late game situational prep and developing young players. Then they made him the head coach of the G League team, and he was named G League Coach of the Month, February 2024.
He's our new shawarma.
This is our guy.
Yeah. Much like the WNBA coach of the month.
That's right.
Here in Portland.
And I hope he still has his beard.
Yeah, the beard.
I don't know if he does.
He needs the beard because without it, he looks like he's 12.
Yeah.
He went to Western Kentucky.
Yes.
Hilltopper.
He's a hilltopper.
Okay. Well, those are our finalists until there's another finalist. So hire a coach.
But it's a bad thing that they've interviewed so many people, guys. That's what I heard.
Hey, I was told
I saw
no
that
one
on the
wanted
internet.
the job. No one wanted it.
No one wanted it, and them interviewing so many people is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I've got the latest on Giannis. It is not good for your Zers.
No.
And then we've got some audio from last night's little ball game, NBA Finals. It is the malfunctioning epiglottis, which is live on the air malfunctioning.
Which has been the entire show.
As we speak.
Yes. I may have swallowed a Mike Leach cockroach today, and I still feel it. I'm not doing well. It's in mentally, I think physically I may have overcome the swallowing of the cockroach. My mind, I believe I'm patient zero at this point. It's living inside me. Not
that
doing
is
well.
next.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, NHL Stanley Cup Final Game number 2 down in Raleigh, North Carolina, between the Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. That one is underway, about 5 minutes through the first period, still tied up at 0. Vegas up 1-0 in that series. And last night in the NBA Finals, Knicks came away with the win over the Spurs in an upset win there. Knicks have now won 11 straight playoff games. Game 2 tomorrow. And the NBA is also banning 2 fans for life for their roles in running on the court of Game 1. The guy ran on the court, tried to get a selfie with Victor Wembanyama. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge, he missed his 3rd straight game earlier today with a bone bruise on his right ribs. It's actually causing him pain in his shoulder. He's going to be visiting a vascular specialist down in Dallas. Packers and wide receiver Christian Watson agreed to a huge 4-year, $110.5 million extension. Includes $31 million signing bonus. And Oregon State has hired a new athletic director. It's going to be Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with Ohio State, where he handles brand partnerships and business strategy. He will officially start July 6th. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
All right, sticking with the NBA for the malfunctioning epiglottis. We'll get back to the finals here in a moment. I've got the latest on Giannis, the movement of Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it is not good for your Blazers.
Doesn't sound like it.
This is from Sam Amick of The Athletic. He says it says reports have been flying in recent weeks connecting the Portland Trailblazers to a trade pursuit of disgruntled Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. If those rumors have you daydreaming about the 2-time MVP playing in Portland, here is some cold water. I'm reading this from Blazers Edge.
Yes.
The Portland possibility, which has become such a focal point, is, per league sources, unlikely, given that Antetokounmpo, his preference is to play in the East.
Yeah. Well, twofold here. One, it's much easier for him to get home. It's like how the Japanese players want to play on the West Coast. It's a game changer when flying home. And two, Giannis is interested in winning championships, why he wants out of Milwaukee, and getting out of the East is so much easier. I mean, LeBron went to 8 straight finals? And don't get me wrong. I mean, that's just incredible. But if LeBron's in the West, he's not going to 8 straight finals. And I think Giannis understands that. You have Oklahoma City and you have San Antonio that you're staring at for years. And you still have some of the other teams, the Denvers of the world.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. LA is always going to be a thing when Portland. They pair whoever. Yeah, Portland. And out east, you got the Knicks. But outside, and the Celtics, although the Celtics could be undergoing some changes, or he may end up being a Celtic. Like, why wouldn't you want to stay in the East? 100%.
So he says the noise surrounding the Miami Heat and Antetokounmpo remain louder than all the rest. Many people around the league, from agents to executives, continue to believe that Antetokounmpo will end up in Miami when this saga finally comes to an end.
Although that's what they said about Dame, because that's where he wanted to go. Everyone wants to go to Miami, but their package sucks.
That's what they say about pretty much everybody.
Yeah, you want to go to Miami. The ladies are better. There's no state tax, and everyone wants to be in Miami. But that's.
We might have to pull in another team.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that Giannis wants to go there, Dame wanted to go there more than anywhere else and tried to force his way there, and it didn't work. So, Milwaukee's just not going to send him Miami for S's and giggles.
Well, that's the thing. If Milwaukee wants to, as some people say, do right by him and send him where he wants to go, they would have to deal with Miami because that's where he wants to go. But just like Portland, they're like, no, we're not doing what you want, Dame. We're doing what we want, what's best for us.
Well, and they still...
It'd be stupid if Milwaukee did.
And they still sent him to a place that was a contender.
Right.
I mean, I know that's not...
It was a better spot.
It was a better spot, and it didn't work out. But, yeah, Giannis isn't... I don't buy for 1 second that Miami's going to come up with something. I don't think they're going to send... Well, they can't send Giannis somewhere that he really doesn't want to go because he doesn't have to re-sign. And so that's the thing. Like, Portland has a great package, but would you be willing to trade for Giannis if he's not committed to re-signing here? Because then you're pulling a Kawhi Leonard and saying you have 1 year to convince him to stay. And at least with Kawhi, they would. I understand why Toronto did it, because they were like, hey, they were like the number 1 seed like every year, and then we're failing. They're like, Kawhi can put us over the top. No offense to Giannis. Giannis in Portland does not win a championship. not as constructed. I mean, that's silly to think that Giannis and a reconstructed Dame and Denny all of a sudden take Portland from where they're at to winning an NBA title. It makes you infinitely better. You're a top 3 seed. But to me, giving all that up for maybe 1 year of Giannis in no way is worth it. I'd rather see if I could do something for Jaylen Brown or someone like that at a lesser cost. If Giannis wants to come here, then by all means. But sounds like he wants to stay out east.
Yeah, the Blazers aren't even in the top 5 if you look at the odds to land Giannis.
Yeah.
Not that means much, but right now, of course, Miami is the favorite, plus 300. Warriors, plus 450.
Yeah.
Nets, plus 600, Knicks plus 800, and then Rockets plus 1200.
And that has changed because I believe it was a couple days ago, maybe last week, the Blazers were, I believe, second or third on that list. So they have fallen the last couple
But
days.
again, I find the Nets to be laughable. Like, again, you want out of Milwaukee because you're losing. Like, he was happy in Milwaukee. The only reason he's leaving Milwaukee is because they're losing. And you're going to go to the Nets? Like the Knicks are on the cusp of an NBA title. Do they want to blow it up to add Giannis? I don't think they necessarily.
I wonder if the Knicks lose the series if they're like, we're right there, we need something.
Would they? Houston would be interesting.
So Zach Lowe. See, I thought Oklahoma City would rise in the odds.
Yeah.
But Zach Lowe came on. I don't know. He was on a podcast the other day, and he said everything he's hearing is the whole league thinks the Thunder aren't.
Yeah.
That will not happen. The Thunder are not going to just punt on everything.
No, it sounds like Oklahoma City's going to stay the course. Although, you know, with the whole apron thing, they're the only team in the NBA next year with 3 players making $40 million.
Who?
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the Thunder.
You know, they got SGA, J-Dub, and Chet that are all making $40 million. Only team in the NBA, and I know they got young assets around it, but, you know, I don't know. But I thought, too, that they would get involved in this, but it sounds like they are staying the course with Chet.
I bet you he goes to Miami. I think plus 300 in Miami is a good number.
I just don't know what Miami puts together to get young.
Well, like I said, you guys pull in another team. Yeah. I just think Pat Riley, they have a way of maximize, like, first, really wanting guys to come there, which is a big part of this, and 2, of just maximizing the talent there. Like, they are a destination. Pat Riley's still there. He's good at these deals.
You got Spoelstra.
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
But then again, if you're Giannis, depending on what Miami gives up for him, aren't you just trading a bad situation for a slightly better situation? Like,
but at least you have a competent coach now.
Well, it depends on what else they do.
And kind of a crappy ass roster. I mean, Miami's not good. And now you're pairing, him with Bam, and so now you got a front court that can't shoot at all and kind of I don't know. I just be careful what you wish for, Giannis, going to Miami. I know the weather's better and the ladies are prettier than the Butter Hogs, but I don't think that gets you any closer to a championship.
Isn't he married?
He's married.
Yes.
Does that think that you think that? Well, Dame was married too, and Dame wanted to go to Miami as well.
Oh, you're saying that doesn't matter?
No. Don't act like Giannis somehow is the saint, that somehow that doesn't matter. Okay, Giannis. Don't buy it for a second. But if the goal is to win championships, I've never understood the idea of going to another place that sucks. Then just say you want better weather. But Giannis and
can you imagine some players like, I want to go to Miami because the chicks are hotter?
At least I respect it.
Awesome.
Look,
didn't James Harden once say something like that?
Yeah, pretty much. He wanted to go play in New York because of the strippers.
Yeah.
I mean, Harden basically. Yeah.
I mean, the league. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's not uncommon in the NBA.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why people want to play in L.A. and New York and Houston and hey man, chicks. What was that? It was Stillwater, right, from Almost Famous. What do you love about rock and roll? Well, the chicks are good. Yeah, it works. It's just supposedly Giannis was about winning and is prioritizing winning, and nothing. The Nets and the Heat are about winning.
I bet you that
skeptical.
If Pat Riley were sitting in this studio, which he never will,
yeah,
and that's unfortunate because I love Pat Riley,
yeah,
and I would love to interview him.
As would I.
If he was sitting here, I bet you he could convince you in 5 minutes that he could put something awesome together that would make you think that Miami could win it with Giannis.
I bet you that Pat Riley could convince me of a lot of things.
Well, and that's why I think Miami always gets their guy.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get.
They didn't get Lillard.
Dame.
That's true.
They wanted Dame.
But I mean, come on.
They tried.
They got LeBron. They got Wade.
Well, and that was the report out of Golden State today that Steph is actively recruiting LeBron for one last go at it.
They got Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
They got who else? Wasn't there another one?
Did
they draft Bam?
Yeah, they drafted Bam. They got Kevin Love. Come on.
I thought they got one other
Lonzo
star.
Mourning back in the day.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be something though if Golden State managed to get LeBron and then Jimmy Butler came back and you just did the old man crew? Just one last
team.
One last heave with Steph, LeBron,
the 2016 NBA champs,
Jimmy Butler. Yeah,
that would be fascinating. I don't think it would work, but
so who is the best over 40 player in the league besides LeBron? Because
LeBron's like the only other.
I don't think there's anyone over 40. But,
you can't be 40 and play in the NBA.
No, but the 30s. Jimmy's old. Steph's like 36,
Isn't Al
37.
Horford like 60?
Well, that's true, but there you go. Get Al Horford there as well. Get all the old heads. Taj
Gibson, he was in the NBA this year. He's 41 now. He was 40.
Yeah, Taj Gibson. Kyle Lowry's 40? Oh my God.
Does that make you feel old? Horford, he's 40.
Get them all.
Get Jeff Green, bring him in there.
Get Chris Paul's old ass back in there.
Oh yes.
Do it.
Okay, okay, there's the team. Chris Paul, LeBron,
Carmelo,
Kyle Lowry, who else? Horford. And we need one more guy.
Well, Jimmy Butler's the youth of the team.
Oh, my God.
Did they lose? What happened? What happened?
A Vegas player may have just died. Slap shot from the point, probably 90+ mile an hour, and hit the Vegas player right in the mouth.
Yeah.
Just.
Don't they have like no, they don't wear.
They wear a visor, and it was below the literally right in the teeth. Is
he dead?
Not good. I'm guessing that there is a lot of dental work that is going to have to be done. They hurried him off the ice with a towel that was bright red, and they quickly ushered him off the ice. I'm guessing his face just turned into powder.
All right, coming up next. So there's your malfunctioning epiglottis. Okay, Giannis talk. Up next, the Pierre Palazzolo segment. We're gonna wrap it up with just a little bit of audio from last night's NBA Finals. Next.
And the Fan.
All right, now to Pierre Palazzolo. Yes, the Vegas player that took the puck to the face is Braden McNabb. And, that thing went, they do have he has, the face shield.
Yeah, everyone has to wear a visor, but it hits him below the visor.
Yeah, it was like I don't want to.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, I don't want to say the word perfect.
But, yeah.
But, it hit him just so that it went under the visor and hit him almost in the nose and eyes.
Yeah, so I don't know if it broke his jaw, broke his nose, but there's blood.
Jeez.
There's blood everywhere. And when you run off the ice like that, and he's in some trouble.
He actually skated off.
Yeah, he skated off. They, with the hold in his face. So,
the
scary part is I think there's a good chance that he comes back in this game. That's just hockey. No offense to the NBA, but
hey,
that would
Jalen Brunson came back in. All right.
I think this is slightly different. This is why sometimes I have a hard time with the NBA.
Hey, that hangnail hurt, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they just scored.
Meanwhile, that dude just took a 90-mile-an-hour puck to the face, and I'm guessing at some point they're gonna roll his ass back out there with a shield on his face.
So a little audio for you here from last night. We have the I don't know if you caught. Well, I guess you didn't because we were on the air. So oftentimes we're on the air and we can't hear. We're watching, but we can't hear. And so we go back the next day and hear things that are great, and then we bring them to the show.
It's what we do. Hence radio.
And that's what this is. The starting lineups last night, when the Knicks were introduced in San Antonio, listen to what they played as music.
Okay.
When they were introducing the Knicks.
Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Eastern Conference champions, the New York Knicks. 6'5" guard from Villanova, number 3, Josh Hart. 6'2" guard from Villanova, number 11, Jalen Brunson. 6'6" forward from Villanova, number 25, Mikal Bridges. 6'7" forward from Indiana, number 8, OG Anunoby. And a 7-foot center from Kentucky, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. New York's head coach, Mike Brown.
What?
Is that some sort of kiddie tune?
Yeah, it's like some sort of cartoon thing.
What is that?
I don't know. And I don't know why they played it, but I thought it was great.
It's hilarious.
They just trolled them.
That's like the Iowa Pink locker room sort of thing. You're playing like Tiddlywinks music while they're introducing the Knicks. I'm all for that. That's fun. That's fun little ribbon there.
We also had the San Antonio mayor show up on the set of ESPN.
Oh, boy.
For Chuck Barkley. Barkley's always made fun of the fat women in San Antonio.
Yeah. Except now we got those 2 OnlyFans models behind the bench that are putting that to rest.
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
Everybody keeps talking about them. I haven't. No.
Well,
just like right behind Mitch Johnson.
Right behind Mitch. You cannot miss all 4 of them.
They'll be the gals that are not wearing the T-shirts that were provided.
No, they do not cover themselves up with the free tees.
No.
Is it...
those tees aren't free, by the way, either.
No.
I think those tees cost a lot.
Does it rival Penny Lane? Have you seen the Penny Lane video that's going around?
Penny Lane.
You guys got to look this up. So it's Penny Lane.
Okay.
And she's a model. And she's on the runway at Sports Illustrated Miami Swim Week.
Okay.
Yeah. The slow-mo of it?
Yep.
Yeah. That has gone viral.
Oh.
As it should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's look, I don't know if it's...
Is that the greatest runway walk of all time?
Yeah, I don't know.
59 years old.
Look, these are just...
What?
59 years old.
Are you serious?
No, she's not.
No way.
So I searched Penny Lane up in Twitter. The tweet below the slow motion was 59-year-old baddie icon Penny Lane.
BS.
Penny Lane, 59, aging like fine wine.
My God.
She's 59?
No, this says she's 31.
There's no way.
What am I looking at?
There is no way that's 59.
So it may be another Penny Lane. This is Penelope Lane.
I don't know, man.
She went viral for her runway appearance at the Sports Illustrated swimsuit show. She's 31 years old. She's British.
Yeah.
But look at those things.
How about that? Look, now that's top shelf like swimsuit model. These 2 behind the San Antonio bench, they're just
a little bit more OnlyFans.
They are. That's their whole thing is they have OnlyFans. So
they're getting a lot of traction off of this, I would imagine.
But I will tell you that
Smart.
You're in the ballpark. Like that is what they're bringing to the table.
What was I going to say? Oh, so the mayor of San Antonio.
I can't stop looking at Penny Lane now.
I know.
By the way, yeah, you're right. 31. Penny Lane, the Beatles song is 59.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is zero chance.
But these people are tweeting out that this baddie Penny Lane is 59, aging like fine wine, and then they show pictures of that lady.
Well, you can't believe everything you read there.
Now, I'm going to make a bold statement here.
Please do.
Is a bold statement Thursday? No.
As I'm watching
Friday. No.
And I will not rescind this. Look, I'm taking nothing away from Miss Penny Lane.
Okay.
The girl walking behind her, better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better as in better walk? Because Penny Lane is...
She's just better.
Well, okay, but I think the point with Penny Lane is just the slow-mo.
Yeah, there's a lot of jiggling.
She
has the walk down.
Yeah,
she
nails it.
There's an ethnic gal behind her with some curly hair, and I want to kind of do one of these. Miss Penny Lane, can you move out of the way? I'd like to focus my attention. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's too much. It's amazing. That's a buffet, and we don't need to eat at the buffet. That's not good for you. That behind though,
so you're saying you can't handle Penny Lane?
I can't. That's too much. Got to get a cramp. It's too much.
I'd take a run at it.
Now this gal behind her, I feel like we need to be focusing on that. I don't know who that is, but
so the mayor of San Antonio was on the set of ESPN's Inside the NBA.
Yeah.
To give Chuck a little crap for always talking crap.
I do love that he brings up the fat ladies in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's been a bit for years.
Yeah.
And, he's just playing around.
Sure.
But kind of not.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
At least, so they say. And here was the mayor on Inside the NBA.
Gina Ortiz-Jones is the mayor of San Antonio.
That's right.
And sorry to spring that on you, but we just felt
well before you were mayor.
For background, you needed to see
history.
What you're dealing with here with Chuck in San Antonio.
I learned a long time ago you can't teach courage, you can't teach class, and Mr. Barkley reminds us of that often.
Get him. That's John Jay High School right there.
That is John Jay.
That's right. Mayor, I am so glad to be back in your beautiful city.
You're welcome.
Everybody, I took my walk today. Everybody was fantastic.
That's right.
They know I'm just joking around.
We appreciate you stopping by to join us here on NBA Tip-Off.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm not going to lie. It's a great city.
I'm waiting for that corgi to prove you wrong. Spurs are going to win this.
Am I wrong, or is there something that's been brought for the Chuckster?
Yes. Well, I mean, Chuck has lots of thoughts about the churros. We know he's on a diet, but we know he's not really on a diet.
Yeah,
so here are the churros.
Ooh, that's
Chucky churros.
That is a load of
mayor.
churros.
Mayor, he was on road. Now he's on ore.
Oh.
He's eating everything. It's backwards. He's eating it backwards. Ore. It's not road anymore.
How is it, Chuckster?
Churros off the chain. You can't mess up a churro.
You can't.
Oh, you can mess one up. Can't mess
The dough.
Oh my gosh. Man.
Oh.
Thank you, man.
Thank y'all. Welcome to San Antonio. Go Spurs, go!
it's fantastic that it's a lady mayor too.
Yeah. And she said you can't teach courage.
Yeah.
Jason.
No, you can't.
And she's right about that.
No.
If anybody knows that,
yeah,
it's this show.
You have to be bold and courageous, just like the Beavers.
Yeah.
Bold and courageous.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a nice bit.
Nice little ribbing.
I do love
and Chuck is on GLP-1s or what? I don't know.
He's on Ozempic or whatever.
One of those. Yeah. That's why I thought that was a good line. We know Chuck's on a diet, but he's not really
on a diet. It is funny though. Like anytime you keep a bit going for like 15 years, that's fun. It's fun. And that Barkley won't back down from it.
We would know anything about that.
No. Kept that going for a while, Dusty. Not at all.
Oh, the Ron Pivo bit.
Yeah.
Am I bogging you, Ron?
A lot of bits.
Pivo. I've never spent any time in San Antonio, so I cannot comment on the San Antonio women.
The only thing I haven't either. The only thing I've heard is that it's a fine city with the Riverwalk is great.
Yeah.
But the Alamo is very overrated. Yeah. That's what I've heard.
But the basement of the Alamo, I mean,
it's very small.
That's what she said.
The Alamo.
Yeah, is that going to be one of those? I think a lot of times you go to places and they're very underwhelming. Like Stonehenge, extremely underwhelming. Mount Rushmore, maybe the most underwhelming place I've ever been to. There are a lot of places like that. The Alamo's got to be right there. You're like, oh man, you're going to the Alamo, and you look at it and you're like, all right. Like, what do you? It's an old Spanish fort. Like, what do you?
I don't know.
What do you want from it?
Well, people like history.
I know,
but
it's not. Once you look at it,
I know. A lot of history is like that.
Yes, go to Mount Rushmore sometime and you stare at it and you're like, oh, that's cool, dumbass. And then after like 2 minutes, you're like, well, it's mountain. Hey, see the faces carved in it? Okay. All right.
It is pretty cool that they were able to carve those faces in there.
Yeah.
But I don't need to stare at it.
No, you don't. Again, you'll think it's cool for like 2 to 5 minutes.
I can look on the internet and see what it looks like.
There is an element of that, yes.
That's right.
Some of the other places you go, like you can, I don't know. It's, I just, you're right. A lot of history is just going to be like that. But kudos to the fine people of San Antonio. And hopefully, I'm sure that Texas is full of beautiful women, right? Texas is known for beautiful women.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a different archetype.
Sure.
Like, there's beautiful women everywhere.
Yeah. You ever been to the Midwest, man?
Bro, I'm from there.
I know.
Have you been there?
I'm just saying, like, go to Wisconsin and Indianapolis, like, it's like,
Wisconsin 10 is different than an LA 10.
Yeah, it's,
yeah.
It's good salt of the earth women that need to plow some fields. It's true.
Easy, Tiger.
You go to Miami, you go to LA, and you go to Wisconsin, you will notice a difference. Plain and simple. But I can't comment on San Antonio.
Who doesn't know that?
I just feel like I don't know. I'd like to now. I kind of want to go check out San Antonio, but not the Alamo.
All right, so
no one needs
next,
new Beaver. We need old Beaver.
God. The club hour. What are the circumstances under which I can point a gun at you?
Don't do that. I think you might be you or Patrick Harris might be the last two people that I know that would ever point a gun at someone. I think he might hate guns more than you do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what would Jesus drink?
I have a buddy of mine that poses that question an awful lot. I think he mainly uses an excuse for his alcoholism, but still.
Jesus is coming back.
Really?
In the drink space. He is.
Jesus juice? No, Michael Jackson was a Jesus juice guy. It's not a good connotation.
So those items and more are coming up next in the club.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, NHL Stanley Cup Final Game 2 underway right now. Vegas up 1-0 in the series, and after one period tonight, Vegas up 1-0 over the Carolina Hurricanes. Last night in the NBA Finals, Knicks came away with the win over the San Antonio Spurs. It's their 11th straight playoff victory. Game 2 tomorrow. And the NBA is banning the two fans for life for their roles in running onto the court. One guy tried to get a selfie with Victor Wembanyama. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge, he missed his third straight game today with a bone bruise on his right ribs. It's causing him pain in his shoulder. He's going to visit a vascular specialist down in Dallas. Oregon State, they have hired a new athletic director. His name is Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with Ohio State. He handles the brand partnerships and business strategy. He'll officially start the gig July 6th. And the Packers and Christian Watson agreed to a huge 4-year, $110.5 million extension. Included a $31 million signing bonus. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
That we've given away too much to arrive at these political compromises. Yeah.
Google me, bitch.
Oh no.
Well, my.
You got baby nuts.
God, that thing's enormous.
No dong, no belief. I need to see dong.
What is that? Catch me outside. How about that?
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm really
I
rich.
don't know what's happening in these streets of Westland.
Get
off my porch.
It's time for the club, baby. On 105.1 and 1080, The Fan.
That big fat.
Hoo-wee.
That's how I feel.
Welcome back to our show. Nice to have you here. This is something we call the club. Sneeze. Hold on.
Hold on. Here it comes. Why bless you, you godless heathen. They keep showing aerial footage on KATU of the Longview chemical plant explosion. Man, that thing is just... Every time I see that, it kind of terrifies me a little bit. And I don't think they found everyone in that thing yet.
I think they did.
I thought they hadn't recovered everybody, because wasn't the family still putting up missing posters of the one guy?
Yeah, there might have been one.
Does that mean like they're just not going to find him, like there's nothing left of him? Can you? Anyway, that's more.
You want to call him and tell him that?
No, I just... Like, is there a thing like where if you explode enough, like there's nothing to find?
Well,
I don't know how that works. I've never been exploded.
Was it a huge explosion though? It was more of like the thing collapsed. The tank collapsed.
I thought it blew.
I don't know that that's right. I don't know. But I think it malfunctioned, and then all of a sudden the gooey white liquid was
I don't know. It's just they keep showing
all over the place.
They keep showing like the wreckage of it, and it kind of gives me one of those like industrial accidents give me kind of the shivers.
Yeah.
You know, it's
a scary thing.
It is.
Our daughter-in-law works at the Frito-Lay plant up in Vancouver.
Is that a dangerous thing? Is there a lot of chemicals and stuff going on in there?
I don't know about chemicals, but machinery.
Machinery,
And she was talking, to me about it. She's like, yeah, we were all glued to that because it's like stuff that, there's a lot of protocols and a lot of things can go wrong.
Yeah. I was walking the dog the other day, I think maybe a week or two ago, and there was a lady in the neighborhood, and she was walking her dog, and I never met her before. And so she was like, oh, hey, your dog's, people ask about the dog a lot. You don't see very many of those. So I was talking to her. She just moved in down the road a little bit. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you. Welcome to the neighborhood, all this. Her husband is a deep sea welder. And I was like, oh.
What is that?
God. So she says, like, he goes away for like 6 to 8 weeks at a time. And and like he does all kinds of stuff. And she was telling me all the different things that he has to work on. And I was like, is that's like one of the most dangerous jobs? She's like, oh yeah. And
anything deep sea.
Yeah. But I mean, just the idea, like that guy is going, and she says like, you're literally underwater with like chemical fire. Like it's your whole thing something has to be hot enough to weld metal in the midst of deep sea stuff. So he goes out like on oil tankers and does like ships and stuff. And I was like, my God, I kind of want to meet the dude. I got a little man crush on him. She was telling me about him, and I kind of like, I want to meet the husband. I was like, that's kind of like, of like manly jobs that you can have. And now watch him be some like little, like just like, some unassuming dude. I want a 6-foot guy with a 6-inch penis that makes $600,000. I think this might be him. I kind of have this idea in my head of like this like the most manly man ever. Is like, what do you do? Like you play fart sounders for a living? I need to see Dong. This guy's out there in the North Sea like welding metal together. Meanwhile, we're in here doing God knows what. But again, I'm not going to die.
We're doing nothing good for anybody.
No. But nothing's going to explode here. We're not dealing with fire. You may get like a static electric shock.
It's chicken.
One of the microphones.
Here with the air conditioning.
Every once in a while, I kick my shoes off, and then I kick my feetsies forward under the table here, which no one can see.
Kick a toe?
Well, no, there's like exposed wires and stuff under there, and I'm always like, well, you should probably be careful sticking your feet in there. What if I get zapped live on the air?
I knocked us off the air once doing that, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
But I don't think I got electrocuted. Could you? Has anyone ever died via radio? Has there ever been a radio mishap?
Oh,
where someone really?
Well, this is how we get. Well, like there have been, there was like a contest where a girl had to drink a bunch of water or something. Remember that?
I think it was in Sacramento.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah.
And so, of course, that's how we get all of our. What? That's how we get all our rules and regulations.
I remember after that, like
lawyers get involved.
All the contests now have to have like a bevy of rules.
Yeah, so I'm sure there have been things like that. Yeah. But
there was one I saw, and people were pointing this out that you're gonna get sued so bad. And I learned this. Apparently like this goes. Remember the guy that got stuck in the Putty Cave, the cave in Utah?
Yeah.
You can't be upside down for very long. You die. And I think they said the world record was only like 13 or 14 minutes. And someone, I saw it today, it wasn't local, someone had at a contest at a motorcycle dealership where they put a motorcycle on the ceiling. And anyone that would come by, it was like, you had to pay like whatever it was, like $10-15 for a ticket, and went to some raffle. But if you could hang upside down from the motorcycle for 10 minutes, you won a free motorcycle. And they had that, and so I was watching people, and people were like, yeah, that's the worst idea ever. You are going to get sued into oblivion. Because if someone did hang upside down for 10 minutes, like you can literally have a brain hemorrhage and die. Now, luckily, no one made it more than like a minute or two. But
what was underneath them? Like,
well, there's like a pad. I mean, but yeah, they just.
So you could still fall and break your neck.
People just catch you.
Yeah, the video of it was quite interesting. Several people tried. I mean, I don't know how many people actually signed up for it, but yeah, they hung one.
10 minutes.
They hung one from the ceiling, and you had to sit on the motorcycle and hang for 10 minutes. And the fact that anyone thought they could, and like I said, most people made it like 2 minutes and then they fell off. And I can't say that I knew that after like 10 or so minutes of hanging upside down, you are in a lot of trouble. And then that got me into a deep dive of, how much, because people were saying that, like, dude, this is the worst idea. And then upon Googling it, it is true. Like, you should not be upside down for that long. It can cause serious, serious problems.
So it appears that there are no radio hosts who have died on the air. However, there have been instances of heart attacks on the air.
Mm-hmm.
No deaths.
No.
And strokes.
I would have thought someone at some point would have gone down.
Yeah, you'd think, huh?
Someone, remember that lady I think it was a lady on TV, or maybe it was a guy. They committed suicide on air. It was a major major, but it was, it wasn't like public access. It was a network news channel locally, and I can't remember if it was a guy or girl. I'm assuming it's a guy because most girls don't shoot themselves, but pulled out a gun on the news and right there on the evening news.
So in Sacramento, the most famous example of someone dying on radio, they had it. Their contest was hold your wee for a wee. That was the contest.
Yeah.
And so you had to drink large amounts of water without using the restroom for a chance to win a Nintendo Wii.
God.
And a 28-year-old woman named Jennifer Strange developed water intoxication and died hours after participating.
Imagine dying for a Wii. What's a Wii like? $200?
Well, they were popular. I mean, back in the day, yeah.
You couldn't get them, right?
No.
Still.
Yeah, our Bud Dwyer, he shot himself during a press conference in 1987.
Yeah.
He was the Pennsylvania state treasurer.
He's like, I'm done. A Wii. Although that kind of, at the time, I could see us doing a Wii, hold your Wii for a Wii contest. That seems very Morning Zoo-ish.
Well, you wouldn't think, I don't know, you just wouldn't think someone would die.
No.
But they did.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like, when we were doing
too hard?
When we were doing, like, the dignity bets and stuff, they were all, that was like, Dusty to this day has never been tased, the coward. Dusty wouldn't sign a waiver.
Legal.
Yeah, legal. And they said, like, Dusty wouldn't sign a waiver.
Well, and honestly, it's like, now that I'm old.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see him get tased.
Yeah.
But I don't want him to die. So if there is a chance that he dies, I don't want that blood on my hands.
There's not a chance. Like, really?
Let's not tase him. Maybe it's safer to just not tase him. How about that?
Coward. That was back when he was young.
That's probably what the hold your wee for a wee people said.
Probably.
Coward.
But Dusty was young and spry. Now he's an old man.
Yeah, he's more likely to die. The wrongful death lawsuit resulted in a multi-million-dollar verdict for Jennifer Strange's family, the firing of several station employees involved with the promotion, and widespread scrutiny of radio stunts and contest safety practices.
Yeah.
And that's where we come in.
Yes.
Because we get those emails.
Yeah. Don't do this. Basically, if you have any clever idea of something you're going to do for a contest, don't do it. You're not allowed to, like, no one's allowed to do any, there's no stunt, there's no nothing. It's just like, hey, spin this wheel and you win it. Like, they're just, you're not allowed to do any of that stuff now. Because God forbid something does go wrong.
All right. Where were we? Oh, I have a follow-up.
Yeah, follow me up.
Primetime follow-up from last night. I asked my wife, because we were talking about animals that look like celebrities. Great list, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
Do yourself a favor and look up the 75 celebrities that look like animals.
Oh my God.
It's incredible.
So good.
Yes.
I think it's on boardpanda.com.
I can still picture the William H. Macy dog and the Ed Sheeran cat.
So you said our dog's name is Molly.
Yes.
And Molly's
Are you okay? Are you dying? Are you dying over there?
I'm having a stroke.
Are we about to
live on the air?
We about to see you go down right now?
Unbelievable would that be?
Oh my God!
If we just get done talking for 5 minutes about no one's ever died on the radio, and then I keel over,
just down you go. Look over, Steven. Steven, do you know CPR? What do we?
Nah.
I think we have a defib here, don't we? Isn't there one in the?
Is there?
I think so.
Then we'd have to spend the time like, can someone go see? There's no one else here.
No one's here.
No one's here. So Steven, go. We'll both look for it. Rob's just laying on the ground. Like,
Hold on.
Hold on, everybody. Well, I gotta finish the segment.
Do you guys finish the show or?
Well, yeah, we got to finish the club.
What do you roll me to the side and finish the club?
You at least finish the segment. If we can get you live in the break, that's fine. Or else we got to start the second segment.
Start Googling, how long do I have? I'm like, we got like 6 minutes. We're fine.
I'll tell you what. I'll skip my update to try to get you back to the live.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
So you asked the question. You said, what if like little Molly, her and I have a love-hate relationship, Molly.
Yes.
I've decided that I don't really like small dogs. This is my first small dog ever.
I'd like to point out that you don't like either of your cats, nor do you like your dog.
This is correct. But,
Well, because one of the things, because all those celebrities, I brought it up, I said, like, if you're William H. Macy and you see that there's a dog that looks exactly like William H. Macy, you got to buy that dog. And so if William H. Macy shows up and is like, hey, I want to buy your dog, and I threw out a number, Because they're not going to give you millions.
Well, you said if Sofia, let's say Molly looks like Sofia Vergara.
Yes.
Sofia Vergara contacts us and says, I have to have your dog. She looks just like me. Yeah. And she offered $100,000.
Cash. Straight cash.
You said, would your wife take it? And I said, that's a great question.
Because the answer for you is yes.
Yeah, oh, dude, that's a win-win. Molly's out of my hair. We get $100,000. And she goes to a great home.
She's going to be pampered.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara will make Molly a star.
She's flying around on private planes, eating the finest of dog caviar.
Yes.
Everything's great.
Dude, that's a win.
But you got to give up your beloved dog, or in this case, your wife's beloved
Semi-beloved dog.
Yes.
Now, she loves this dog.
Yes.
My wife. So I asked her last night. I posed the question to her. Yeah. She said she would not give up Molly. But I tell you what.
You felt some wiggle in that, didn't you?
Definitely. I think I could talk her into it.
Yeah. So that's what I figured that's what she would say. But there's a big difference between saying no and then when the suitcase full of cash off the books, tax-free, gets popped up and they're like, Because no offense, how much did Molly cost? About $1.75?
How much did she what?
Cost.
Well, we've already put $10,000 into
Well, that's true.
Bitch. She eats everything. We had to open up her stomach. She almost died. Like, the dog, she's a mess.
Yeah. Whoa!
Of course, no, we didn't have pet insurance at the time.
No.
Learned that lesson the hard way. Now we do. But
so she says no, but you believe that that's a soft no.
Yeah, we could do it.
I think the vast majority of people say no, but are lying.
I would just have to convince her that Sofia would give Molly a great life. And that would not be a hard thing to convince her
of. It's one thing. You're not going to sell your dog if it's going to end up in a horrible tragedy. But I think the vast majority of people lie to themselves and be like, there's no way I could sell my dog. And then a number would get thrown out and they're like, I'm selling my dog.
So we call her Molly 10 G's because we had to spend $10,000 on her because we had to cut her open. She almost died. Now we could call her Molly 100 G's. And then I would love her forever.
You would.
And we would know Sofia Vergara.
Yes.
Maybe we could set up visitation rights. All of a sudden, I'm playing with Sofia Vergara's fun bags.
There you go. It seems like a no-brainer.
How great is this?
Yeah.
And Molly.
I thought you were going to negotiate like Ace Ventura.
What?
Do you remember that? Ace Ventura? He saves the dog, and then there's a cash reward, and she's like, would you like for me to take your pants off instead? Gee, let me think. Sure.
I'm going to take $100,000.
Bye,
no
bitch.
offense to Sofia Vergara, but $100,000? Do you know what I could do with if I decided to be nefarious, I could do a lot better with $100,000 than Sofia Vergara. $100,000. Come on.
You don't like the voice?
Well, no, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but she's hot. $100,000? You know.
Well, but I'm just saying, she gives you the $100,000, but she's also cool.
Yeah.
And she lets you see Molly. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you and her are hitting it off. You're having a couple cocktails.
Grand old time.
You play with Molly?
Molly's running around.
But now you're divorced, and that's going to cost you.
So really, you're losing money.
You're losing money at that point.
No, Danielle and Sofia will be besties. It's our whole new life.
Go sharesies.
Who knew?
That's called the thruple.
Molly's the ticket to our whole new private jet life.
Rocking a thruple with Sofia Vergara?
And Molly 10 G's, apparently. See, that's the same thing. My gal would 100% say no. I'm like, dude, whatever. $100,000, you're doing it.
There's wiggle room.
There is 100% wiggle room because you can start talking about what you could do with $100,000 and like investment and retirement, and you're like, exactly. Like,
I don't have a pet, so
no, you would
do
it.
If I did, I'd do it a lot less than $100,000.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
$50, a pack of Marlboro Reds.
Oh, I'm paying you $20 to get rid of the dog. Sure.
I love my dog right now is my favorite dog that I've ever had. And I loved every one of my dogs. He is the best dog I've ever had. And I don't think it's close. He is as perfect an animal as I could want. I have no complaints. But $100,000?
Yeah, you got to do it.
You got to do it. You got to. Because look, and he's a bigger dog. He's 6. Look, he's, you got like 5 years left with him. I got 100 G's? Come on.
Come on, man.
I pay for my daughter's medical school, for God's sakes. I'd go down that road. And by the way, we would not use it on medical school. No, I'd buy something way cooler.
Use it to guilt him.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, but that's how I would do it. I'd be like, oh, we got, what a great gift it would be to pay for Oren's medical school to where she could leave debt-free. And then I would guilt her with that, and then I would spend it on something way cooler than medical school. I'd be like, sorry, honey, take out a student loan. Daddy needs a new driveway. Let's go.
You're the worst.
Right? Isn't that the way to do it? You got to guilt. Don't act like you wouldn't guilt Nurse Nice.
No, she already does that to herself.
Yeah. Be some sort of vacation that you're like, always wanted to go to.
I would siphon a little off.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're married. I'm allowed to. I've had to put up with Molly. I have a Molly tax.
The amount of, the fact that you spent $10,000 to fix Molly, hence Molly 2 Poops becoming Molly 10 Gs, is there a greater disconnect in adults between pet people and non-pet people?
What do you mean?
Take Stevie Fire in there. You don't have a dog. You're not planning on having a dog. Can you possibly fathom spending $10,000 on a vet bill for a little 12-pound dog?
I mean, I can because I know how important pets are to people. But that also is a reason why I wouldn't want a pet.
Keep in mind that I'm rich.
Right. That's the thing. It's like you got to pay for all this stuff. You got to take care of it. You got to it's another bill on top of all the other bills we have. And it's just like, I don't want that.
I know people that if you said the vet bill is $59.95, they'd be like, bullets free.
See, I'm not like that. I do have some of a heart. I understand how important animals are to people. They're just not important to me.
If you've ever encountered a non-pet person, I think that is a bridge that they cannot cross.
Like, we had a cat growing up, so I do understand the importance of animals.
Just the idea that they sleep in your bed, they're expensive, vet bills. Non-pet person, I just think that is a bridge that's too far. That I'm just trying to think from an adult standpoint. Two rational, normal people, something that they could never see eye to eye on. I think pet care and the importance of pets, I think that is very high on the list of things, because whether it's education or vacation or house, car, we all spend our money on different things, right? But I think there's a commonality to, hey, we want a nice house, or maybe I like a nice car, but you don't want a car, but you'd rather travel, but you can see why someone would want that. I think non-pet person looks at that and says, you spent what on your dog? You do what for your animal? You let your dog lick you, and your dog sleeps where? I think that.
Wait, did you say lick you what?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, if you ever
where?
Do you let your dog lick your face?
I don't really like that.
Oh.
I don't really like that.
Yeah, my dog licks my face, and sometimes people will look at you and just they're like, "Oh my god!"
I don't get that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's they think that you're
psycho.
Psycho. You're like, what? He's a good boy. It's like he's giving you kisses.
Yeah, the problem with it is I often see her licking her butthole.
Yeah.
And therefore, I don't like to let her lick my face.
That's what happens.
Put it in! Yeah, not in our house.
Really? You're not a dog kisser, huh? So you spent $10,000 on the dog, but you won't let her lick you.
I mean, it has happened, but I don't like it. Circumstances under which I can point a gun at you.
Nice.
Next.
from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, NHL Stanley Cup Final, Game 2 going on right now. Vegas up 1-0 in the series, and right now, midway through the second period, Vegas just got another goal. They are up 2-0 over Tom Dundon and his Carolina Hurricanes. Knicks got the win in Game 1 of the NBA Finals last night. It's their 11th straight postseason win for New York. They'll play Game 2 tomorrow in San Antonio. The NBA, they are banning 2 fans for life for their roles in running onto the court of Game 1. The guy tried to get his selfie with Victor Wembanyama. Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge, he missed his 3rd straight game today with a bone bruise on his right ribs. It's causing pain in his shoulder. He's going to see a specialist based out in Dallas. Oregon State, they have hired a new athletic director. It's going to be Kevin Griffin. Griffin has been with Ohio State, where he has been handling brand partnerships and business strategy, officially starting the gig July 6th. And the Packers and receiver Christian Watson agreed to a huge 4-year, $110.5 million extension, includes $31 million signing bonus. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right. We've got gun news here.
It's not good for our fighting Dundons.
For you bros. Yeah, we don't look very good.
His cheapness is clearly the root cause of this, and the Canes down 2-0 to Vegas.
Listen, I get there's not a lot to cheer for, but I'm a little disappointed in the Carolina fans here. Sitting on their hands. Let's go!
If only they had T-shirts.
Did they get rid of the team content guy before the game or something?
It was catastrophic.
Hey,
really.
by the way, I saw Casey Holdall last night. Did you guys happen to catch? So the finals ended, and that was on KATU.
Yeah.
And on KATU, after the game, they had a local postgame show.
It was like Rip City Wrap-Up or something?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And there was a couple of bros on there whom I didn't know. But they also had Casey Holdall.
Because that's the Danny Meringue, Joe Simon show, is Rip City Wrap-Up.
But they weren't on.
They weren't on there. It was 2 other dudes.
Is the Dundoning? Like, he doesn't own that, right?
Did Meringue get Dundon?
I don't think that's a... Again, I don't think he had... That's not a Blazer thing, is it? The Blazers are on that show?
Yeah, because the Blazers run that channel, right? 2.2.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Who's to say?
No one knows.
No one.
But Casey Holdall was on there.
Okay.
And they were asking him about being Dundoned.
Okay.
And he was very classy.
Yeah.
And he basically just said, look, anytime you get a new owner, we all kind of knew there would be... They asked him, like, when did you know you were getting turfed or something like that? And he was like, well, hell, I kind of figured when Jody put the team up for sale, things were going to be a little different.
Yeah.
You know?
Who do you think I am?
So,
well,
yeah.
He's a classy guy.
He was really cool about it.
And I think everyone over there knew that they don't make a lot of money, and they had a very, very big staff. I think that was fairly common.
Yeah, it was like, they're all like, oh, yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is a South Carolina police officer.
Okay.
His name is Michael DiBiase.
All right.
Or DiBiase, which is a cool
The $1
name.
Million Man, Ted DiBiase?
Yeah.
That's the only,
cool
that's the only DiBiase I know.
He's been arrested. And
oh, the cop got arrested?
Yes. Because they were at the station, and one of his officer buddies was microwaving fish, and so he pulled his gun on him.
What? What? Woo!
That's right.
Are you serious?
I wish I was kidding. I am not. So the circumstances under which you can pull a gun, probably pretty limited, particularly when you're a police officer.
Oh, yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah, I wasn't lying.
No,
Apparently, he confronted a fellow officer who was warming up fish in the microwave, causing an odor in the office. During the confrontation, the detective allegedly drew and pointed his department-issued handgun at the other officer. Both officers provided statements, and the other officer was not publicly identified.
Wow.
Yeah. He's now been placed on administrative leave. Not fired. Got to investigate.
Well,
Got to investigate.
What are you investigating? Like... Isn't there a camera there where you see someone pulling a gun on fish? You pulled a gun on fish. Of all the things that you can draw a firearm on, fish?
Well, microwaving fish.
Yeah, that's bad.
That is bad.
Don't get me wrong.
Like, yeah. I mean, look, you can't point a gun at someone.
No, you can't.
Particularly when you're a cop.
No.
But that's a like, what are you doing microwaving fish? Yeah, I would ask this question.
I would ask.
Like, what are you doing, dude? You're stinking up the whole place.
I wonder if, like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, I mean, watch this. By the way, looking at him, he seems like the type that would pull a gun on fish.
Yeah.
The goatee gives it away right there.
Yeah, he's his mugshot. He's very mean looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of all the things that you would have asked, what is the silliest thing you could pull a gun on someone? I think fish is high on my list of. And this guy was an officer of the law. Imagine getting pulled over by that guy.
That's his judgment.
If the smell of microwave fish can get you to pull a gun, I'm guessing that he's not the guy you want to get pulled over by. You might want to. Do you think there's someone that got arrested by him that's like, maybe we should look into the body cam footage on that?
Well, it's just like the cop that gave the ticket to the lady with one hand.
Yes.
And she's like, I have one hand. He's like, I saw what I saw, bro.
Well, I guess I do think that cops do get in the habit of I can do whatever I want. And I'm guessing that.
Who do you think I am?
There's probably an element. That's not the first time that guy has pulled a gun on someone. That he shouldn't. You don't go from non-gun puller to fish.
No.
No,
you pull your gun all the time. Then.
Yeah, there's gateways.
And maybe those guys do those guys do that a lot to each other? I'm guessing they don't.
No. Did you just ask if cops pull guns on each other?
Yeah. Well, he did. He was microwaving a fish. He pulled the gun on him.
Now I get like throwing something at someone over the microwave fish, but a gun? No, I doubt. I think this might be the first time in human history, modern human history, where a cop has pulled a gun on another cop over fish.
What are they doing it for fun? Just like, hey,
funsies?
What's up? What's up, Jason?
Yeah. Hey, what'd you guys do? I don't know. We're just playing Icy's Closies, pulling guns.
Yeah, pull guns on each other.
See what happens.
Do you think they play Russian roulette in there?
Well, I don't think anyone uses a revolver anymore, so you can't really
They put their hand over your eyes and say, guess who? And put the gun to your head.
Yeah.
Do you think that the guy microwaving the fish should be fired?
Yeah. Oh, what?
Look, we've all had that employee that we don't like. That brings food into places and leaves it around. I mean, everyone's dealt with that guy, but never once have I thought to myself, hey, you know what I'd like to do? Shoot you.
Murder.
Yeah. I mean,
he wasn't going to shoot him. He was just going to,
a little warning shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little high and tight.
Shoot him in the leg. Look, when Joe Fisher stole my yogurt and then refused to acknowledge it, I'm not going to lie. I was a little upset. No, that would not. That would not necessitate a gun pull. My God. It's wild out there. There's a bunch of cops in Utah right now that are in some trouble too over some Legos. Have you seen the big Lego controversy?
No.
So I guess there was a guy and he was terminally ill and he had a collection of Legos that I guess were really rare. So he hired someone to sell the Legos on consignment. Dude, it was like $200,000 worth of Legos. And the consignment shop got sold to someone else. And that guy took the inventory, including the Legos. And apparently he's like, no, I never consigned those. Basically, those are my Legos. So some YouTuber has basically set out to recover that guy's Legos. It's $200,000. And he started a YouTube channel on it, and it's a whole thing. So he showed up like at American Fork, Utah, to serve the new owner with papers. And that guy called the cops and basically said that guy was harassing him and he wants him arrested. And he got him arrested for harassment. And now
wait. Which guy got the other guy arrested?
The guy that bought the Lego shop got the dude trying to
serving papers. So the paper server guy gets arrested.
Okay. And he filed a public information request and got the body cam footage. And now there's a lot of cops in a lot of trouble because the cops basically made up charges to arrest the guy and refused to serve the guy papers, even though they were legitimate papers. So now there's a whole thing where a bunch of, I think, officers from American Fork have been suspended and are being in an internal investigation over Legos.
Well, what was in it for them?
I don't know.
Why did they do that?
They just didn't like the guy. I don't know whether they knew the guy, but the guy showed up with papers, and the cops go up to the guy and they're like, "You can't keep harassing me." He goes, "No." He goes, "I have a lawsuit. Here are my papers." And the cop actually calls the clerk's office and says, "Hey, is this a real case?" And they're like, "Yeah, he's trying to serve him papers." And the cop, it's on like video footage, and the cop still refuses to allow him to be served with papers and then arrests the guy for harassment. He even calls the department lawyer, the cop, in his car and goes, "What can we come up with to arrest this guy?" They literally together come up with a charge to arrest the guy, and it's all on body cam footage.
It's amazing that these guys do this knowing that it's all being filmed.
Yes.
Like what?
And at one point, they tell each other to turn off their microphones, which, again, they are not allowed to do.
But do they microwave fish in the office?
They do not.
Well, there you go.
But it just made me think of that. Like, cops are out here getting wild, man.
Cops be wildin'.
Cops be wildin'. And this goes back to, I think, some cops
They
think
should do a show called Cops.
I think some cops think they can get away with anything. And it turns out, no. Which is why body cam footage is everyone should have it. Everything should be filmed. But you're right. Like, how dumb do you have to be knowing that you're being filmed as you're calling? Like, they're outside of the guy's house with the papers. And the one guy keeps saying, "Those are fake papers. They can't serve me with them." And the guy's like, "Well, who cares whether or not they're fake or not? Like, all you had to do was hand him the papers and say, 'You've been served.' And if they're fake, nothing comes of it." But the cop will not allow him to walk up to him and hand him the papers, even after he finds out on camera that it's a legitimate lawsuit.
That's wild.
Yeah. American Fork, Utah, man.
All right. Coming up next, what would Jesus drink? On the Fan.
Big Souk have you from here.
So how do they pronounce? Is it Yahweh in the Bible?
Yahweh.
So there's a new energy drink brand called
Yahweh.
Yeah. So I guess the energy drink game is a poppin'. Well, you know that.
Yes.
But the celebrity endorsers for energy drinks is really poppin'.
Oh, 100%. Everyone's got one now.
So Kim Kardashian has something called Update.
Okay.
Energy drink.
Yeah.
John and Hank Green. I don't know who that is.
Is that like influencers?
They have the Awesome Coffee Club.
Oh my God.
Blake Lively sells sparkling grapefruit juice. Even Danny DeVito somehow is the face of limoncello.
Really?
Which I think is great.
How is that an energy drink, though?
Well, it's not. This is just beverages.
Okay.
But they're saying that energy drinks are just really endorsable.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Low risk.
Yeah.
And they're just like the celebrities like to attach themselves to energy drinks.
I think the Paul brothers have Prime, right?
That's the Paul's.
That's made a bunch. 50 Cent has one. I don't remember what it is.
He was vitamin water back.
Vitamin water? Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, it's like I don't know what's in these stupid things, but
caffeine.
Anybody can make one and just slap a label on it.
Yeah, I drink one every day when I come in here. I'm a C4 guy or Ghost.
Well, and there's probably a million of them, or it seems like there's a million.
Oh, God,
of them.
there are. If you go to any supermarket or like any gym, my gym has an entire row of fridges, and it's just energy and protein drinks. Like, I'll bet you there's 50 different ones just in the fridge alone at my gym.
Yeah, so
it's just caffeine.
If you're I know. So if you're picking one out, and there's 50 Cent's face or Jesus's face,
sure,
you're like, oh my God,
yeah,
I'm gonna buy that one.
I want the
because
Jesus.
They're kind of all the same.
They're all. It's just like, what do you like? You know,
so
the taste wise,
Jesus, it turns out, has a bit of a branding problem, at least according to the makers of Yahweh. You say Yahweh?
Yeah, Yahweh.
Their message is God put it in our hearts to specifically preach the gospel through an energy drink.
Oh, boy.
The creator of Yahweh says in an Instagram video, defending the company against accusations that it exists mainly to turn a profit. Which, by the way, don't most companies exist mainly to turn a profit?
But not Yahweh. Boy.
So they're speaking straight to the Lord?
Yeah. Well, they're speaking to Christians.
Oh, my God.
I know, but they talk to Jesus. And
you know what? It's honestly brilliant.
Great marketing.
Because they put Jesus' face on there, and he's a handsome young Jesus.
Is it white Jesus? Or is it? Yeah, so it's Yahweh. I love this, by the way. So Yahweh is the Hebrew name for God, and yet they used white Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
it says, take him anywhere. 12 ounces.
I can't believe they put Jesus. Yeah, it says it's the first Christian energy drink.
Yep.
Oh my God.
There's another company named Praise Energy that's doing the same thing. Jesus is endorsing energy drinks.
So what happens if Rob drinks? Does he just like explode?
God bless America.
It's a good question. We're not going to find out.
Or myself.
Now here in
Are you a godless heathen too?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Hopefully, if there's something out there, they like me.
Oh my God! By the way, Jesus he kind of got a John Hamm thing going for himself.
No.
Now you can buy the Yahwehs with Jesus and the crown of thorns, or you can buy one with 3 crosses on it. So you got choices. I love that it's the first ever Christian energy drink.
Yeah, and so a lot of people thought.
Oh my God.
And I think what they're calling out in this article is they're saying most people are buying these because they think the money is going to the poor.
Yeah, it is not.
Yeah, it is not.
No.
It's going to Yahweh founders' pockets.
I got to be careful. So, hey, man, spend your money on whatever you want to spend your money on, but
it's brilliant marketing.
It is brilliant marketing.
I'm kind of shocked it took this long
to
figure it out.
Now, personally, if I was doing an energy drink, I would go with military owned, like
the NFL.
Yeah, you got to go like Black Rifle Coffee. If you just put like, hey, military owned, it's by veterans, and then you donate like 0.5% to veterans, Joe Rogan will think you're awesome, and then everyone will buy them and be like, yeah, military.
What about?
And the second best one is probably Jesus by saying, hey, It's an energy drink, but it's a Christian. I don't know why. How is it a Christian energy drink?
Because he'd be drinking it.
What makes it a Christian?
The name.
That's it?
Jesus is on the can.
What if I did the devil's butthole? Can I start my own and go with that? And I put it next to Yahweh and you make a choice. My goodness.
Ooh, do you want to be naughty or nice today?
Yeah. I'm going to start my own called the devil's anus. And, get a horn on there, maybe a little naughty tail. Because, if you're having energy, wouldn't you want something that's a little more edgy? Like when you energy drink, you need some caffeine. You need to go.
What about gospel gummies?
The wheat.
What else can we use Jesus for?
Now, if they were really doing it, what they should have Jesus holding a gun. Because if the type of people that would do this, they love two things. They love the Bible and they love guns. So that's what you need is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Jesus, Yahweh energy drink. And Jesus is ripped with his abs because Jesus likes to do crunches. And then he's got an AR-15. You do that. Now we're selling. Now we got something going.
So what I think is interesting about this is
clean energy for believers and seekers.
If you think about it, could you find another uncopyrighted entity that's bigger than Jesus? Uncopyrighted. Anybody can use Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Right? It's not like Mickey Mouse or whatever.
No, that does seem...
Jesus, he's uncopyrighted.
Yeah, what if we did a Jesus? Although I don't think the white Americans would like that. So we can't do that. Elohim. We could do that. That's another one. Emmanuel. There's lots of names for it. What if we did an entire god? Although would that be because there's lots of different gods. Could we branch out to other religions, or do we?
Those are the different flavors.
Yeah, different flavors.
You got cherry flavor and orange.
You got Yahweh, Elohim, or you just go with Jesus. The Jesus has a little spice to it, maybe margarita flavored, if you will. I love that you can slap a Christian label on anything. Just be like, here you go, sell it. Get the devil's taint. I'm surprised Trump doesn't have an energy drink because people would buy it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Don't you think? What?
He
has everything.
He does have everything. No, I was just looking at some of the names that people were.
Yeah, he has an energy.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Does he really?
Trump drive energy.
Yeah, dude, he has everything. They've thought about all of it.
And
by the way, you know who the director and co-founder of the energy drink is?
Who?
Barron.
Really?
Yeah, the kid.
Well, supposedly that's the thing because the young kids aren't drinking anymore. So now you got to come up with the mocktails and the protein drinks. Apparently now there's a thing now people are doing protein bars, and not eating bars. They're having places that you go to drink protein drinks where you pay way too much for a protein shake. So instead of going to Starbucks or a bar, you go hang out with your bros and you flex your pecs and talk about how awesome your workout was. And then you tell everyone how much you lift, and then you drink a $17 protein shake.
Actually, there are 3 Trump energy drinks.
Really?
Yeah. So you got the Barron one. You also have Trump Drive Energy, which is Steven was talking about. And then Kai has one as well. She's the granddaughter of Donald J. Trump.
So what you're saying is I need to start drinking Trump energy drink. This C4 that I'm drinking is Bush League stuff.
I think you need to go to the Jesus stuff.
Go to the
Get back into Jesus, dude.
Elway, or what? No, Yahweh.
Yahweh. Yeah, they want you back.
Elway.
And this is the thing that gets me back.
Yeah.
Save me, Elway, save me.
They figured it out.
Yeah. Is there a Mormon Jesus one?
How to recapture Sook's heart.
Give me the energy drink. I need the caffeine.
Everybody have a great night. We're back tomorrow, 3-7. Good night.